And your assignment for this lesson, before heading on to the next one, is to create your homepage, go through everything that I talked about in this lesson, and check out additional options that you have from the homepage, which I showed you guys. Go ahead and make a nice, clean and professional, not too messy homepage. And I'll see you in the next lesson where we will start learning about store policies and legal pages. Do not fall asleep just yet. You need to have these pages on your Shopify store, and I'm going to simplify this process as much as possible for you. So go ahead and get that homepage that you were looking for, and I'll see you in the next lesson. In the previous lesson, you learned how to create a professional homepage like the one that we're looking at now, which I created while doing this video tutorial for you guys. Now in this lesson, what you're going to do is create your legal pages for your shop. Now don't fall asleep on me just yet. You made it this far, and this lesson is going to be a little bit more boring than the other lessons that you will have. But these legal pages are for your own protection. And on top of that, it also helps answer questions that your buyers may have, questions which most of the time stand in the way between them and purchasing your product. So when we answer those questions in advance, the buyers will have the confidence to buy the product from our website without having to reach out to you, if they will even reach out at all. So what legal pages do we need on our site? Just about 6 of them. You need your About Us page, frequently asked questions, shipping policy, returns and refunds, privacy policy, and terms of service. Did you fall asleep yet? I hope not. At least the good news is that I did most of the work for you guys, so you don't have to create these pages from scratch. You just need to make some minor changes inside these pages to make it accustomed to your own site. And that's it. These pages will be ready in no time. So this is what you have to do to get those legal pages ready. The first thing that you have to do is head over to your Shopify dashboard, and on the left menu, click on Online Store, and then click on Pages. The first thing you'll see is add a page to your online store since you don't have any. So we're going to go ahead and click on Add Page. And now you can choose what kind of page you would like to add. In this case, we want to create a Contact Us page so that our viewers and buyers can send us messages. So on the right side where it says Page, click on that and change it to page.contact. Now on the title, you can go ahead and write Contact Us. What we're doing here is we're simply creating a page with a fill out form where the viewer will write his name, email address, and the message that he wants to write. So here in the body text, you don't have to write anything if you don't want to, but if you want, you can go ahead and write something like, let us know what's on your mind, and we'll let you know what's on ours. So once you're done with that, go ahead and click on Save. And now, as you can see, the page was created. You can go ahead and see it on your online store just to get a preview of what you just did. So you have the Contact Us, the title that we wrote, that little text, let us know what's on your mind and we'll let you know what's on ours. And here's the text field for the viewer. They'll write their name, their email address, which is mandatory so that you'll be able to reply to them, their phone number, which is not a must, and the message that they want to write to you. Once they click on Send, the message will get sent to the email that you registered your shop on Shopify with. So now we already have a Contact Us page. Before we set it up on our navigation menu, let's go ahead and set up those legal pages. So now head back to the Shopify dashboard. On the bottom, click on Settings. And here you have the policies which you can create and then add it to your website. So you have your refund policy, privacy policy, terms of service, and shipping policy. Now, in most of these policies, you already have a template which Shopify already created for you. So if you click on Create from Template, you're going to get the refund policy that Shopify already made ready for you. But a default policy cannot be your store policy because you need a custom policy which is right for your website. So that is why we are not going to use that. I already created the text that you need for these legal pages, and you can find all of them in the resources PDF that you have for this course. On the resources PDF, you'll find the returns and refunds policy, and this is exactly what it looks like. So what you have to do is go over that specific policy and change all of the highlighted text to the correct text, which is right for your shop. Let's see an example of what I mean. So let's go over this returns and refunds policy. We have a insert number of days day return policy. So for example, if you're working with a US supplier which offers you a 30-day return policy, this is exactly what you can offer your end customer. So in this case, we're going to edit it to, we have a 30-day return policy. And the only thing that you need to do is go over all of these highlights and just change it to the correct text that needs to be inside that field. We are going to do this one together so that you'll understand every step that you need to take. So we have a 30-day return policy because our US supplier gives us 30 days also, which means you have 30 days after receiving your item to request a return. To be eligible for a return, your item must be in the same condition that you received it, unworn or unused with tags in its original packing. By the way, if your supplier gives any other conditions, you can just go ahead and edit this text. To start a return, you can contact us at insert your email address, or by using our contact us link, which is what we just created a couple of minutes ago. So we're going to use Shopify to get that link really soon. So let's just leave this one open for now. And once again, using our contact us, link the contact us with your contact us page. You can go ahead and grab the link from your store, but I'm going to show you an easier way to do it soon. Next, your damages and issues with your product, exceptions on non-returnable items, exchanges and replacements, and refunds. All of this is according to what your supplier can give to you. You are going to give the same thing to your customer. So you can leave it as it is if it's correct, or make the changes if needed. Now what we're going to do is copy this returns and refunds policy, and we're going to paste it over here on the refund policy. The best news about these legal pages, which are a little bit boring, but it's for our own protection and they also help us get more sales. The good thing about it is you only need to do it once. After you do this work once, you won't have to go back and do it again unless there are some changes in your policies and so forth. So here's the text that we copied from the resources PDF. And now we want to link our contact us page since we left that part open. So what we're going to do is highlight that contact us word that we want to link with our contact us page. Then we're going to click on insert link as you see over here. Now on the link to, you need to write the address for your contact us page. Go ahead and open up your Shopify dashboard, click on online store, click on pages, click on the contact us page. On the right side, click on view page. And here you have the website address for the contact us page. Go ahead and copy that. Head back into the legal pages on Shopify. And on the link to, we're just going to paste that web address. And on the link title, you can go ahead and leave it as it is because we already highlighted the word contact us. And that is our link title. So go ahead and click on insert link. And as you can see, the contact us has turned into a link. Now we're going to delete what we don't need. And we're going to go ahead and fill in the rest of the policies using the same method that we just used now. So if you scroll down, you'll see that the next one is privacy policy. So head back to the resources PDF and click on the privacy policy. You'll find it and it'll look just like this. Go ahead and copy all of that onto your privacy policy text box on the legal pages in Shopify settings. And you can go ahead and start filling in what you need. You can do it over here or on the document file, really whatever is most comfortable for you. And you can go ahead and move on to the next legal page, the terms of service, which of course you have on the resources PDF for this course. Go ahead and copy that, make the changes that are needed inside those highlights, and paste it on your terms of service. And scrolling down further will take you to your shipping policy. So once again, back to the resources PDF, find that shipping policy that I created for you guys, copy that, and paste it into the shipping policy. So once you're done filling in all of these policies which were already made for you, go ahead and click on save. And now we're going to fill in the rest of the pages which were not created for us by Shopify. So once everything is saved, go back to online store. Here you can see the contact us, which we created in the beginning of this lesson. Now we're going to go ahead and click on add page. And now there are two final pages which we want to create: about us and frequently asked questions. So let's go ahead and get started. The first page, the title should be about us. And this is going to get the reader familiar with who you are, what you have to offer. And the main point of the About Us page is to get you emotionally connected with your viewer. So you already have the About Us, which I created for you. Go ahead and copy that. So here you're just mainly emphasizing about the fact that you're selling high quality products. So once again, change the insert niche to the niche that you're working on, the business name or the website address to the one that you have. So you also have a little who we are text and about us and the founding of your business. Just don't forget to change these comments with the relevant text that's relevant for your shop, and you will have your About Us page ready. Once you do that, go ahead and click on save, and the About Us page is created. The last page that we want to create, add page. Now we're going to create a page called frequently asked questions. So once again, on that resources PDF, grab that frequently asked questions doc, copy that, paste it into the text field, and the title should be the title. You can also add FAQ, which is short for frequently asked questions. And once again, go ahead and fill in those comments. I made it as simple as possible for you guys with these comments that you simply need to delete and fill it in with the relevant text. So once you're done with that, go ahead and click on save. So now that all of our legal pages are ready, we need to broadcast them on our website using the different menus that we have. But I think that that's enough for this lesson. Your assignment for this lesson is to create those legal pages that I talked about in this video, get help on each and every one of them using the resources PDF that you have for this course. Easy copy, easy paste, edit whatever needs editing, save those pages, and I'll see you in the next lesson where we will go through the navigation menus and start placing those pages on your site. Take care of your legal pages, and I'll see you in the next lesson. In the previous lesson, you learned how to create your own store policies and legal pages, which you need for your own protection and which will also help you close more sales. In this video, you're going to learn about the navigation menu, which will create links on your website on the top menu and the footer menu with the links to those legal pages that we added in the previous lesson. And by the way, good job on making it this far, guys. It really shows that you are serious in what you're trying to do, and you will succeed if you continue learning and continue implementing. So now let's head over to the online store on the Shopify dashboard, and then go ahead and click on navigation. Now what you're seeing here is the footer menu and the main menu. On your site, it looks like this. The main menu is here on top, and the footer menu is what we see here on the bottom. So let's go ahead and fill them in with the relevant pages and links that we just created. Go back to the navigation menu, click on the footer menu. Now on the footer menu, you can see that there's currently a search function. Let's go ahead and see exactly what that is. So go back to your website, scroll down to the bottom to the footer menu, and here you can see a search quick link. It's not very friendly to have a search link on the bottom of your page. So at this point, what we're going to do is click on delete and remove it. Don't worry, you can always add it back later if you want. Now there's nothing in your footer menu. So what you need to do next is click on add menu item. And now we're going to start adding links to those legal pages, which are boring and we don't want it to be in the center of our website. So we're just going to have it on the bottom over here under the quick links. So click on the text box under link, scroll down until you see policies. Click on that. And here are the policies which we already created. So let's go ahead and start adding them. Privacy policy. The name is privacy policy. So we're just going to go ahead and click on add. And here, as you can see, it was already added. Let's go ahead and fill in the rest of those policies. So refund policy, add menu item, policies, shipping policy, add menu item, policies, terms of service, add. See, it's not really that hard once you get the hang of it. So click again on add menu item. Only this time you're not going to click on policies, you're going to click on pages. Here you have the 3 pages that we created: about us, contact us, and frequently asked questions. What we want to put on the bottom is frequently asked questions. Click on add menu item again, go to the pages, and we will add the about us also on the bottom. The contact us, I think, can be on the top menu instead of on the bottom menu, because when a viewer sees that they can contact you, it usually helps them get more confidence to buy from your store. So we're just going to add the about us as the last page for the footer menu. And as you can see here, all 6 of those pages and policies have been added to the footer menu. Now go ahead and click on save and go back. Now we're still on the menus, only this time we want to edit the main menu. So go ahead and click on main menu. Here you can see that you have 2 links, a home link and a catalog link. To see exactly where they are and what they look like, just go ahead and head back to your website, scroll up to the top, and here you can see the home link and the catalog, which will take you to your products. If I click on that, it'll take you to the products. That's the catalog link. So you have home and catalog. Now what you can do first is change the name catalog, maybe to products. Okay, so we have home and products. Now let's add a menu item back to those pages that we created. And we want to have that contact us right up there. Click on add, and that's it. That should be good. Now go ahead and click on save. Now let's see how everything looks on our website. Okay, so here we are back on the website. Let's go ahead and refresh it. Here we are, home, products, and contact us. The products will obviously take us to the products. Let's go back. And the contact us is going to take us to that contact us page that we created. So here we are, it's alive, it's running, and it works. Now, if we scroll to the bottom of the site, you can see the rest of the quick links that we just configured. Privacy policy, refund policy, shipping policy, terms of service, frequently asked questions, and about us. And if you click on each and any one of them, it'll take you to that text, and here's the link to that contact us page. Click on that, back to the contact us. So everything works and it's already starting to look good. The website is starting to look professional. I changed the text up in the announcement bar to just make it a little bit more friendly to the reader. But as you can see, everything here already looks good. There's just one thing that I would like to edit from here, and I'm not sure if you guys noticed it, but I don't like the fact that we have a subscribe up here and a subscribe down here. So this one over here looks good. We don't need the one on the bottom, and it is not on the footer menu. This is the footer menu over here. So in order to delete this newsletter block over here, what you need to do is head back to your Shopify dashboard, click on online store, and under themes, you have to customize your theme. So wait for this page to load, click on customize, and here on the footer, which is exactly the newsletter that we want to delete, click on that. And here's that newsletter, click on it, 3 dots, remove newsletter. Boom, that's gone. We have the quick links on one line, which looks good. It's in the middle. So is the subscribe to our newsletter, the products. As you see, step by step, our store is starting to look really good, really professional, and we're that close to launching it and start making sales. So that's it when it comes to navigation menus and linking them with your pages and your store policies. You can create as many pages as you want for your website and set them up in your navigation menus. It doesn't only have to be legal pages, but use your creativity later for that subject. Your assignment for this lesson is to set up your navigation menu and link up all of those pages and store policies that we have created in the previous lesson. Once you're done with that, I'll meet you in the next lesson where we are going to talk about store currencies and payment providers. See you there. Okay, so now that we're done setting up our navigation menu, let's go on ahead and set up our store currency and our payment providers. Now, the reason that you want to set the correct store currency is so that the viewer will see the correct currency when he's browsing your site. For example, let's go to the website that we created during this course and click on one of the products that we added during the previous lessons. And as you can see here, the currency is a USD currency. That's because a few lessons ago I changed it and I may have tipped you guys on it, but let's go over that process really quick to see how it's done. And as you can see, any variation that I click on, the currency stays the same because I chose a USD currency. So head over to your Shopify dashboard, click on settings, click on general, scroll down until you see the store currency, and simply change it to US dollar. The reason that we're going with US dollar is because in this course, I'm teaching you guys how to sell to the US audience. So the US audience resides in the United States and their currency is the US dollar. So we're going to go ahead and choose that and go ahead and save that. If you want to take it one step further and also market yourself not only to the US, all you have to do is download an app called Auto Multi-Currency Converter. The link to it, by the way, is in the resources PDF that you have for this course. And once you install this app on your store, it will look like this. As you see here on the bottom right, you can choose which currency you want to go with. So if I click on that, I can go ahead and change the currency to any other currency that I want, and then it'll simply refresh the prices on the page with the currency that I'm interested in. So use that if you're planning to market outside the US. So that's regarding the store currency. Now let's talk about the payment providers that Shopify can provide you with. I don't know which country you're from, but every country works different than the next. So once again, head back to the Shopify dashboard, click on settings, then click on payments. And here you can see which payment providers you can go ahead and use. So once again, if you're in the US, you can go ahead and use Shopify Payments, which is the default option, and also use PayPal, which Shopify already creates an account automatically for you when you create your Shopify account. And this is another very good method to receive payments from. But once again, if you reside outside the United States, you cannot use Shopify Payments. You're going to have to go ahead and sign up with a third-party payment provider. And do not worry about it. It's actually a very simple process. So I added the link to the online payment gateways that you can go ahead and choose depending on where you live around the world. The link to this page can be found once again on the course PDF that you have. So simply go ahead and click on the country wherever you're from. For example, let's click on Hungary in Europe. And if you scroll down, you can see what payment providers are available. And then just go ahead and reach out to one of them. Tell them that you have a Shopify store and that you would like to integrate their payment provider option in your store, and they'll guide you through the rest of the process. It's as simple as going into your Shopify settings where we were just at, click on choose a third-party provider, and then choose them from the list and add whatever details you're getting from that provider so that the synchronization will work. And once you have that third-party payment provider, don't forget to see exactly how much fees they're taking from you so you can calculate your break even accordingly. Remember that when you're using a third-party payment provider, Shopify is going to take another 2% from your transaction from using third-party payment processors when you are using the basic plan of $29 a month. So keep that in mind and configure the right payment provider to work with on your store. Once again, the payment provider is that payment option that your viewer will see when he's trying to check out with the product that he has in his cart from your store. Therefore, if they do not see the payment options that they want to use, for example, a Visa credit card or a MasterCard, some of them want to use only PayPal, and some of them want to use other options that you have in the third-party payment providers. So that's it when it comes to store currency and payment providers. Your assignment for this lesson is to choose the right store currency for your store and choose a third-party payment provider which is supported by the country that you live in. And I'll see you in the next lesson where we will be going over the checkout settings and the shipping zones so that our customers can have a smooth checkout process without any problems, and we won't be losing any sales this way. See you in the next lesson. Now we are going to be talking about checkout settings and shipping zones. When you combine this lesson with the previous lesson, your customers and your viewers will have a very smooth checkout process when trying to buy from your store, which is exactly what we want. So on your Shopify dashboard, go ahead and click on settings and then click on checkout. The first option that you want to look at is customer accounts. You can go ahead and leave it as disabled, or you can go ahead and choose accounts are optional. I do not recommend to go with accounts are required because you don't want to tell your viewers, hey, you have to create an account on my website before you check out. Many do not want to create accounts. They just want a simple and fast checkout process. Next, you can choose if you want the customer to check out using either a phone number or email, or by only using an email address. In my opinion, the email address is more than enough, but if they add phone numbers, they will get order updates by SMSs and not just through emails. So go ahead and choose whatever is most comfortable for you here. I would go only with the email option because once again, it's more than enough and it gets the job done. Next, on the receive shipping updates, go ahead and choose the first option. The customer can choose to add a phone number or email to receive shipping updates after they complete their order, instead of having them download an app to see what's going on, and you have to be a US resident to use that, so it's not comfortable for everyone. So the first option is good. Next, on the form options, you should require a first and last name since you don't want any problems with the delivery process with the shipping company. On the company name, you can leave it as hidden or as optional, but definitely do not make it mandatory, so either hidden or optional. Address line 2 should also be optional. Shipping address phone number is definitely not a must, so you can go ahead and leave it as hidden. And now you can go ahead and leave the rest of the options as default because they are good enough for what we need. So once we're done with that, go ahead and click on save. And that's it concerning the checkout settings. Now let's move on to the shipping zones. Back to the Shopify dashboard, click on settings, and then click on shipping and delivery. The reason that we need to create a shipping zone is to tell Shopify which countries we want to sell to, and so that our viewers will be able to get free shipping or a shipping cost of whatever we want. So a shipping zone is a must. So once you are here, click on manage rates. Now here you'll notice on a default setting, you are shipping from your local address, which you have registered to Shopify with on your Shopify profile. And you're also shipping to the same country that you're from. And obviously this is not what we're here to do. And this is exactly why we need to set these shipping zones. So what you need to do now is open your settings in a new tab. And here, instead of using the default location, we're going to go ahead and click on add location. And this is going to be the name of the location where your products are shipping out from. So we're just going to go ahead and call it US warehouse. Now in the address field, you're going to have an address, a valid and real address from the US. Now to help you with this, in the resources PDF that you have for this course, there is a file over there with a whole bunch of US addresses in New York to help you out with these addresses. So go ahead and copy any address, for example this one, 13 Washington Square South. Paste it over here in the address. And as you can see, there's a drop down menu. So go ahead and choose any address. This way we'll know that it's valid. And this way it also simplified the process. It shows the correct city in the state of Massachusetts with the zip code. And that's good enough. Let's go ahead and click on save. And now we have a location which we can set our shipping zone from and have any resident in the US buy from our store. So now let's head back to the shipping menu that we were on before. Now on the shipping from, click on show details. Manage the one that's not relevant, remove it and click on done. Now we have the address that we do want to use, the US warehouse that we just created on the settings / locations. On the shipping zone, we're going to click on the 3 dots and delete it, the shipping to. Now we're going to create our own shipping zone. So the zone name is going to be called Ship to USA, for example. And in the country, go ahead and add the United States. Click on done. And now Shopify will allow anyone that's coming from the United States to our site, they will have the add to cart and buy now options because we told Shopify that we want to ship to all of the 62 countries in the United States. Now we're going to click on add rate. We're going to call it free shipping. And the price is going to stay on $0 because we want to offer free shipping just as we are getting them from our suppliers. Go ahead and click on done. So once again, now everyone from the United States can buy products from your store because they will see the add to cart and buy now options. Anyone outside the United States can still go to your site. They can still view your products and their prices, but they will not have the add to cart and buy now options. If you want to add those countries, just add them in your shipping zone. So once you save them, that's all there is to it. You have created your shipping zones. So that's it when it comes to your checkout settings and your shipping zones. This is exactly how you guys can get those 2 features done. And now our viewers will have a very smooth checkout process without any problems or interruptions. Guys, I'm really glad that you made it this far. I know that the past couple of lessons were not the most interesting ones, but you see how important they are to run your business smoothly and efficiently. But don't worry, you're going to love the next lesson. Your assignment for this lesson is to configure your checkout settings and your shipping zones, and I'll see you in the next lesson where you will finally go live with your store. You worked really hard up until now. I'm proud of you, and I'll see you in the next lesson where we are finally going to go live. Allow me to say that you've come a long way to make it to this lesson. You learned about the most professional methods how to create your online store, and it's already created. You already have your store. You have very good products using product research from a very professional method used by the most advanced dropshippers today. And you created all of your legal pages and made your homepage look good. You navigated all your menus, and now it's time to go live with your store. I hope you're excited for this because it's a big step forward. So let's begin. On your Shopify dashboard, click on settings. Next, click on plan and permissions. And here you will have the option to subscribe to Shopify and select your plan. Since I already did it, you can see the current plan that I'm on, but you will have the option to select a plan. And when you click on it, it will look like this. So here you have your 3 plans. You are going to start with a basic Shopify plan because it's enough. It will cost $29 a month, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted you guys to fully create your store before going on to subscribe, but now is the time. So with this plan, you're going to get a 2% transaction fee, which we talked about a couple of lessons ago when setting our break even. And if you're using third-party payment providers, there's additional fees. So if you still don't know how to sum up your break even, just go back a couple of lessons. It's definitely worth it. And I really hope that you will get to the point where you need employees to run your store. So that's what the basic Shopify plan gives you. And like I said, it's more than enough to get started. Once you start generating sales and profit, move on to the $79 a month, where you will have less transaction fees and you can have more employees, and then move on to the advanced Shopify. And I really hope that you guys make it to the advanced stage, but it will take some time. Don't rush yourself anywhere. Start with the $29 a month, start generating your sales and profit, and then move on as you go along. When you will have enough sales in the basic plan and the 2% transaction fee will not be worth it when compared to the 1% transaction fee, that's when you know that it's time to move on to the next plan. So go ahead and click on choose this plan. Choose if you want to pay $29 every 30 days, or an annual plan to save more money, or a 2-year plan or a 3-year plan to save more and more. I would start with $29 for 30 days, see how it works for you, and slowly move on. Then later in the payment method, simply choose if you want to pay with credit card or by PayPal, and then move on to entering your details, and that will be it. You will have a Shopify subscription plan, and then you'll be able to disable your store password. Once you disable your store password, your store will go live. Anyone will be able to enter your website and buy anything from your store. So let's go ahead and disable that password. On the left side, click on Online Store, and under Themes, you will have an option to disable your password over here. I don't have the option once again because I already disabled my password, but here's where you're going to have that option. Simply click on Disable Password, and there won't be any lock to your website, and anyone will be able to enter it. So once you do that, go ahead and test it out. Open up a new tab, type in that new domain that you purchased a few lessons ago, and you will see that your website is live and it looks good because you followed every step that you had in this free course to be able to really build a professional looking website that anyone can go in right now and start purchasing your products. And that is all there is to it, to have a live store with hot selling products. The next step is to bring traffic to your website. You have a shop, but nobody knows about it. That's why in the next lesson, we are going to have an introduction to e-commerce marketing, followed by the lessons that will come after that, where you will learn how to create your own successful Facebook ads. And do not be afraid when you hear Facebook ads. We're going to learn how to do it on a budget and do it successfully to bring traffic and bring sales to your shop. Good job on having a live store. Congratulations, and I'll see you in the next lesson. In the previous lesson, you finally went live with your store, and now the domain is up and running, and anyone can go inside and start purchasing the products that you have in your store. The only problem is, who knows about your store? This is what we have this lesson for, an introduction to e-commerce marketing, where you will learn how to get your store in front of the right audience so that they will be able to go inside your store, see what you have, and start purchasing the products so that you can finally start making your profits. So, what marketing methods do we have available, and which ones can be done while on a budget so that we can learn marketing and also succeed while we're at it? Now, I'm going to be talking about a few methods. You can go ahead and do whatever you want, but my recommendation at the end of the day is to start with Facebook ads. But before we get to that, let's get familiar with some of the best techniques that are used today for marketing, because knowledge is power and you might use one of these techniques in the future. So the first marketing technique is using influencer marketing platforms to find and reach influencers that will give a shout out to your product or to your store. The same influencers who have tens of thousands to millions of followers. And this is one way to get your target audience to your website. And you also have a blog with the 10 best influencer marketing platforms that we have available on the internet today. You can find the link to the blog in the resources PDF that you have for this course. And there, once again, you will learn about the best influencer marketing platforms, which are websites, databases that hold a whole bunch of influencers. You can go over all of the influencer marketing platforms that have the databases of influencers inside. And with this blog, you will also learn how to reach out to them, what to look for when you're reaching out to them, to make sure that you're connecting with the right influencers so that they can give a proper shout out to your product and get tons of traffic to your store this way. So influence marketing platforms is the first marketing technique that you can use to bring traffic to your store. And it's one of the newest, freshest, and most used methods today for marketing in the now and in-demand era. Now, the second marketing method to bring traffic to your website, and this is an organic method, which means it doesn't cost you any money to run this marketing technique. And this is done by going and creating a Facebook group for the niche that you are running. Now, you are going to create a page anyway to run your Facebook ads, and it's also really smart because it's an organic way to bring traffic to your store. Let's take this group for example, For the Love of Dogs. So it's a dog niche like the website that I created. And as you can see, they already have more than 50,000 likes, more than 60,000 followers, and the only thing that they're doing is creating a post every now and then about dogs, some funny pictures, maybe a small article, a funny sentence. And as you can see, people are just engaging with these posts. They're interacting with it because they're dog lovers. And this is a good example of something that you need to do with your niche. And people will go inside and start interacting with your posts. The same people that feel like they have an emotional connection with the community that you are building. And once again, it's an organic method. It doesn't cost any money to have a Facebook page and create posts on it. The third marketing technique that I want to talk to you guys about is simply by having an Instagram account. And if you have a Facebook account, you already have an Instagram account. If you don't, you can simply create one and then simply make posts about your niche. People will get to that post organically and interact with it if they have an emotional connection with what you have to offer. So different from having a Facebook page where you are creating a page and then posting inside that page, on Instagram, you can simply make regular posts without creating any pages and get traffic to your store that way. Now, the last marketing technique that I want to talk to you guys about is using email marketing. Email marketing is one of the most oldest methods that are still used today for marketing. Why? Because it simply works. Once you have an email database, and if you remember, on the bottom of your site, you have a subscription box where people can simply enter their email address. So once you have a database of about 200 to 300 emails, you can go ahead and start running email campaigns on your Shopify dashboard simply by clicking on marketing and creating your first campaign for email marketing. And this is another organic method, meaning you don't have to pay anyone to enter their email address. And once you have that email database list, which didn't cost you any money to generate, all you have to do is start sending them emails on special promotions and special discounts that you have going on. It takes time to build an email database list, but it's a very, very good goal for the long-term success of your store by marketing and not paying any money for that. So email marketing is the last method I want to talk about before we go on and talk about Facebook ads. Now, Facebook ads is one of the best ways to market your store today because you can simply get your website in front of a large customer base with a relevant audience, even if you're on a budget. I'm going to teach you step by step how to create a Facebook ad, how to create videos for your ads, and how to market to the right audience. And this way you will learn that you don't have to be a marketing expert and you don't have to have so much money in your pocket to be able to succeed. Once again, take a deep breath. Do not be intimidated. It's as user-friendly as I am. See you in the next lesson. Okay, guys and gals, it's time to learn about one of the most interesting things that we have in this course. And that is one of the best methods to market your products and your store today. And I'm talking about none other than Facebook ads. Now, if these couple of words intimidate you, it really doesn't have to. You don't have to be a marketing expert, and you can definitely learn to do this and still succeed while on a budget. So why Facebook ads? Well, for one, like I said, it's one of the best methods to market your store, your products, or your brand that are available in today's online market. Small, medium, and big companies use Facebook ads to promote their businesses, and it's simply a great way to connect between businesses and the right audience, even while on a tight budget. Facebook also has a really user-friendly platform to create and manage your ads. You don't need any technical skills. All you need is a Facebook active profile. And Facebook is filled with massive audience data, including demographics, audience interests, and so much more. Another good thing about Facebook ads is that their ads are easily scalable. So once you find an ad that's working well for you, within one click of a button, you can scale it to the moon. That's one of the things that I love about Facebook ads. So you're testing several ads at once, and once you find that winner, it'll dominate all of those ads that didn't work well for you, and it will make you some really great profit along the way. So now that you have a whole bunch of information scattered in your head, what exactly are we going to learn when it comes to Facebook ads? First things first, you are going to learn how to create a Facebook page. As simple as it sounds, it starts by creating a page. Next, you're going to learn about the Facebook pixel, and you're going to learn how to install it and embed it into your website. And this will help gather audience data and audiences that are similar to them to find better audiences that are better suited for your store and your products that you're trying to sell. You're also going to learn how to research your audience, which means find the correct audience that are right to showcase your products to. After that, you're going to learn how to create converting video ads, which is a very important lesson. Then you will learn how to set your campaign goals. After that comes the advertising budget, which is important because you want to be on a budget and still succeed, and I'm going to show you how. And right after that, you're going to launch your first ad. After you launch it, you're going to learn how to analyze the data. So you'll learn about the differences from those that are not performing well to those that are performing well, and learn to multiply your success and learn from the mistakes of those that didn't perform well. Now, I want you guys to stay super focused in this category of learning Facebook ads. It's not going to be easy, but success is never easy. I will take you step by step, so you will learn all of the fundamentals and all of the important things that you need to know. So once again, just take it step by step. Concentrate, stay with me, and I'll see you in the next lesson where we are going to start by creating a Facebook page. See you there. So what is a Facebook page and why do we need it to run ads? A Facebook page is a page that can be found inside of your Facebook profile, and the Facebook page is used to run ads. When a viewer will see your ad, he is actually being directed to your Facebook page and not to your Facebook profile. Therefore, your Facebook page needs to showcase your product, your niche, your website, or whatever it is that you're trying to promote. So let's begin. Log into your Facebook profile, and on the top, click on the plus, the create button, and then go down and click on page. Now, the first thing that you need to do is give your page a name. So you're going to call it by your business name, by your website's name. In my case, it's Doggy Dog Club. Next, in the category, type E, so you can find the e-commerce website. So this is the category that you're going to choose. You can also go with products and service, for example, but I think that e-commerce website is more fitting to what we're actually doing here. Next, you can write a little description. Your one-stop shop for all dog lovers. And then go ahead and click on create page. Okay, now that Facebook created the basic part of our page, now let's go on ahead and start optimizing it to make it a real Facebook page so that our audience can start coming in organically and so that we can also start running our ads here. So the next step after setting up your page's name, the category that it belongs to, and a short description, we are going to move on to the images. And in the images, we're referring to the cover image that you can see over here and the profile image. So first things first, you have to take care of the profile picture, and you already have a profile picture which you created using Hatchful. So click on add profile picture, go to the destination where you saved that Hatchful folder, and now find the file called Facebook profile image, which is right here. So I'm going to click that. And there we go. You have a unique profile picture, a unique logo, which only you have, which cost you $0, and it looks professional. For the cover photo, you can search those stock photo websites that I mentioned a few lessons ago. You can find them once again in the resources PDF that you have for this course. So you can either use those stock photo websites to search up a new cover image, or use the same cover image that you have on your website, which is what I will do in this case. And here we go. We have the cover photo. You can drag it here if you want to reposition. Just put it a little bit more in the center. And don't forget that if you're using those stock photo image websites, just search up the niche or product or brand that you're trying to promote and find an image that looks relevant and connected to what you're trying to showcase. So we have the cover photo, we have the logo, everything looks good up until now. Go ahead and click on save. And here we go, we have our brand new page, Doggy Dog Club. You can continue optimizing it by adding, for example, a call to action button. So if you click on that, you can have a call to action button and direct people straight to your website. For example, go with shop now, write down your domain, click on save. And now there's a call to action button on your page. There's a shop now. So if someone clicks on it, they'll be taken directly to your website. Next, you can create a username for your page. When you have a username, you can simply direct people to your page in a much faster way. It needs to be unique. Nobody else can have this username. So just think of something unique, because I'm pretty sure that Doggy Dog Club is not going to be available. Let's see. Nope, it's not available. So once again, think of something unique, like Doggy Dog Lovers Unite. I know it's long, but once again, you need something unique. So go ahead and think of a unique username, add it to your page, and continue optimizing your page. You can see what kind of tips Facebook gives you to continue optimizing your page. But what I do want to encourage you guys to do, if you have the extra time, is to start creating posts so that your page will look alive, it will look active, and this way you're also going to get some organic traffic to your store and already start to get the ball rolling. So in my example, I can create a post by uploading a picture of a dog and writing a funny sentence or something that will simply connect the viewers, dog lovers, to what we're doing here. Create a post once a day or once every 2 days. You can even create posts and schedule them to upload at a later date. So for example, start start Sunday or Monday morning by creating 10 posts and schedule them for the whole week up ahead. So on one hand, you're getting organic traffic, and on the other hand, you can run your ads through this page. And your assignment for this lesson, if it wasn't obvious enough, is to create your Facebook page, add all of the relevant information and images, create a few posts, optimize everything that you can to make it look good, and I'll see you in the next lesson where you are going to create your Facebook ads account. Good luck with your Facebook page, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Ready to get your hands dirty with Facebook ads? I know you are, that's why you're here. So in order to get started, the first thing that you're going to have to do is create a Facebook Business Manager. Inside your business manager, you will create ad accounts, and that's where you're going to start running your ads. In order to get started with the Facebook Business Manager, just use the sign up link that I have ready for you in the PDF that you have for this course. Once you click on that link, you'll be taken to the page that you see here in front of me. All you're going to have to do after this step is click on Create Account. And on this screen, you will start creating your Facebook business account. Now, you don't need to provide any VAT information. So if you didn't open a business account in the country that you live in, that's fine. You can even do that later once you see that this business model works for you and you'll start generating sales and profit. Just go ahead and enter your name and your business's name, which in my case, it's Doggy Dog Club, and your business's email or just any regular Gmail that you have. Then just go ahead and click on Submit, and then your Facebook business account will be created. Once done, you'll be taken to the front page of your Facebook business suite, and it's gonna look like this. Now on the left side, the Facebook page that you created in this course should show up. If you have more Facebook pages under your Facebook account, you're just gonna have to click on the arrow over here and select the correct page, which we will want to run our ads on. So I'm going to create an ad on Doggy Dog Club, just as you are going to create your ad on your page. Now, in order to run ads, we're going to have to create an ad account. On the left side, click on More Tools, then click on Business Settings. Now on the left side, click on Ad Accounts, then click on Add, and go down to Create a New Ad Account. Click on that. Give your ad account a name, choose your time zone, the currency should be US dollars, then go ahead and click on Next. Once you do that, your ad account will be created and you will see it over here. Now the next thing that you want to do is enter your payment settings. So when you'll want to run an ad, you'll be able to associate your payment settings with that current ad account. And this way there will be no problems in running your ads. So click on Payments, click on Add Payment Method, fill in the correct details, and then click on Continue. You will not be charged anything at this point. Your credit card will simply be saved on the side, so when you'll start running your ads, they'll start running smoothly without any problems. And so those are all of the required steps that you need to take in order to create your Facebook business profile and create your ad account inside your Facebook business profile. Your assignment for this lesson is to create your Facebook business profile. You can use the link that we have in the PDF to help you get there. After that, create your Facebook ads account, and I'll see you in the next lesson where we are going to learn about and connect the Facebook pixel. And this is one of the best tools that you're going to learn about and use while on your journey to your successful dropshipping business. See you in the next lesson. All right, so you have your Facebook account. You created your Facebook business account, and then you've created your Facebook ads account, which is connected to your business account, which is connected to your main Facebook account. This is what we've done so far, and as you see, it's all connected. In this lesson, we are going to install and configure the Facebook pixel. The Facebook pixel is a small piece of code that you are going to embed into your website. Once there, the pixel will gather a whole bunch of data and information on the visitors who are visiting your site. In other words, the Facebook pixel calls these events. Every time a visitor does something on your website, the Facebook pixel writes it down and it remembers this information. For example, when someone clicks on your ad and goes into your product page on your website and he's viewing your product, this action is called view content. So that's an event that Facebook pixel is going to write down. When someone adds to cart or abandons the cart or writes their personal information to buy something from your website, or if they even enter their email address to subscribe to your newsletter, or if they're just browsing your site, everything that they're doing on your site will be written down as an event in Facebook Pixel's memory. Now, Facebook Pixel is kind of like a muscle. The more data and information you feed it, the bigger and better it gets. Now, what it does with all of this information is it simply remembers all of the events and the type of audiences that are interacting with your website. So the next time when you create an ad, Facebook Pixel will have a better picture of what kind of audience they need to reach out to, the ones that are relevant to the niche or product that you are trying to sell. And once again, the more information that we feed the Pixel, the bigger and better that it's going to get when it comes to optimizing and finding audiences that even look alike to the audiences that are correct for my website. So the more people interact with our website, the more Facebook Pixel will know how to reach out to those people and more audiences that look alike to those people. So this way we'll always be optimizing and reaching out to better and more relevant audiences. That's one small example of what the Facebook Pixel can do for us, and it's completely free to use. So in order to install the Pixel, head back to your Facebook Business Manager, and on the left side, click on More Tools, then click on Events Manager. Now on the right side, make sure that you have the right ad account selected. Since I have a few ad accounts, I'm going to have to choose the correct one. And in my case, it's Doggy Dog Club. That's what I named my ad account at the end. So now I'm going to see the Events Manager for my Facebook ad account, which I created in the last lesson with you guys. Now that the page loaded, head on to the left side and click on that green plus icon. Connect a new data source. Click on the web option and click on Get Started. Now choose Facebook Pixel and click on Connect. Now enter a name for your Pixel. So we're going to call this Doggy Dog Club Pixel, since we want everything to be connected. And later on, when you're going to learn new niches, you'll create a separate ads account for that niche and a separate Pixel for that niche, so that you will always have a separation between everything and everything will stay connected with its own niche and category. Next, enter your website address and then click Continue. Next, click on Use a Partner Integration. Now choose Shopify. Turn on Automatic Advanced Matching. Click Continue. Now follow the step-by-step instructions as given by Facebook. So the first thing that they're telling you to do is go to your Shopify dashboard and click on Online Store. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Click on Online Store. Next, click on Preferences. Let's go back to Facebook. Click on Continue. So we already clicked on Online Store. We already clicked on Preferences. Now they're telling you to copy and paste your Pixel ID. Head back to Shopify. In the Preferences, scroll down to Facebook Pixel. Click on Set Up Facebook. Scroll down and click Add Sales Channel. Click on Connect Account. After you put in your credentials, go ahead and continue. Next, choose the Business Manager which you created in the last lesson. Click on Connect. Now choose the right Facebook page. So we are on Doggy Dog Club. Click on Connect. Next, click on Claim Page. Click on Add Page to Connect. Next, you'll have to choose the correct ad account. So in my case, it's the Doggy Dog Club ad account which I created. You choose your own ad account which you created. Click on Connect. View and accept their terms. Each one is going to give you a different pop-up, which you're going to have to click on the blue Accept on the top. So this is the first one. Here's the second one. So there we go. You have accepted these terms of service. Go ahead and skim through these terms to understand exactly what this is all about. It's for your own protection and it's not that much to read. Next, head back to Shopify. Click on Done. Now let's head on to data sharing. This is where we're going to connect the Facebook Pixel to our Shopify account so that Facebook Pixel can already start working and track events on our website. So here you're going to have to turn on customer data sharing. Next, choose maximum so that Facebook Pixel will try to always get the maximum amount of data, whether they have ad blockers or not. So use maximum for maximum effectiveness of the Pixel. Then scroll down and choose which Pixel you want to use. And if you have more than one Pixel, that's why you need to name them. So in my case, it's the Doggy Dog Club Pixel. I'm going to go ahead and click on Connect. And as you can see, now my Pixel is connected with Shopify, and you can confirm that by the Pixel ID that I told you guys to copy from Facebook. So let's go back to Facebook. Here's the Pixel ID that they gave us. By the way, this is the old-fashioned way to copy and paste. Now Shopify is doing the whole Facebook integration, which I just showed you guys. So if you would have copied this code and searched for it on this page, as you can see, it's the same number that we're seeing here on the Doggy Dog Club Pixel. So I know that I added the right Pixel. Now I'm going to click on Confirm. Now the next step is to test the Pixel and make sure that it's tracking each event. So let's head back to the Facebook page that we were on, where we had to copy the Pixel's code, and click on Continue. Now Facebook is allowing us to test our Pixel and see if it works. So in order to test it, let's write the website address over here, and then click on Send Test Traffic. Now let's go inside one of the products that we have And let's head back to the pixel. And as you can see, the pixel is active. We got that green circle over here. And the last event that the Facebook pixel received is within the last hour. So now that we see that it's active and it got an event that we just did, go ahead and click on continue. And now we can track each event and see that each one works by testing it in the Events Manager. Click on Test Events in Events Manager, and let's go ahead and test out our pixel and make sure that the events really are working. So once again, enter your web address over here and click on Open Website. Now let's go back to the pixel. And here we go. We have a page view, which just happened right now. So the page view is the event that I just did. Now let's click on one of the products and go back to the pixel. Now let's wait for that view content. And here is the view content. So we have a new page view and a view content, which is exactly what I just did over here. I'm viewing the product page, which is a view content event for the Facebook pixel. Now let's click on Add to Cart and see that the pixel recognizes that too. So click on Add to Cart. Let's go back to the pixel. And as you can see, here is the Add to Cart event. So as you can see, each event that every viewer will do on your shop will be tracked on Facebook's pixel. So I hope that you guys understood everything that we had in this video. As you see, things are starting to get a little bit technical, but the more you work on it, the easier it's going to get. Believe me, everything is connected, everything makes sense, and everything works. If you didn't understand something, you can go ahead and rewatch the video. There's absolutely no shame in that. And if you have any questions at any time, you can always feel free to reach out to us. Your assignment for this lesson is to install the Facebook pixel and test the Events Manager to make sure that every event that's done on your website is working and being tracked by the Facebook pixel. And I'll see you in the next lesson, where you are going to learn about audience research so that you can research your audience the right way to reach out to the right audience when you start creating your ads, which is coming up in the lesson after that. See you in the next lesson. Now that we're done setting up our Facebook ads account and our Facebook pixel is installed and configured onto our website, now we're going to learn about audience research. And the reason that you want to be able to conduct thorough audience research is because you want to be able to tell Facebook what type of audience you're trying to reach out to, what type of audience you want Facebook to bring to your website, and you will be able to spend your ads budget much more effectively this way. In the resources PDF that you have for this course, there's a file called Audience Research Spreadsheet. Open that file and save a copy so that you can start editing. When you open the Audience Research Spreadsheet, it's going to look like this. You have a column for questions and you have a column for answers. There's only 4 questions that we're going to need to answer. So let's do it together so I can show you guys how simple and effective this method is. So the first question is, who are the authority figures, influencers, and big brands in your niche? To answer each question, use Google. So for this first question, I use Google to search for the biggest brands in the dog niche. And I found this website, which will show me the 15 biggest dog companies in the world and their most popular brands. So let's scroll down a little bit and start writing down our answers. First, we have a dog company called Mars Pet Inc. So let's add that as one of the answers. You want to find about 4 to 5 answers for each question, because when we'll get to the part where we're creating our ads and you will start putting in your audience's general interests, you want to find as much general interest as you can to broaden your search and find more potential viewers that are related to the niche that you're trying to sell. So this is one company for pet food. Let's scroll down and search for some more big brands. This is also a pet food manufacturer, which we already have, and so is this one. So let's continue scrolling down to companies that are not just food companies. Top dog toy companies. You have Mammoth Pet Products. So let's add that as one of our answers. So we already have 2 big brands. Let's also add Kong and a couple more that we will find down here. Dog supply companies, Happy Pet, and one more will be enough. Let's check out top vet care companies and go with this one, MSD Animal Health. So some of the general audience that we are going to try to search for and bring to our website are audiences that have a general interest in these big brands. But we don't only want audiences that are related to only these big brands. We want to broaden our search as much as possible and look for the right potential audience. So the next question and answers that we want to fill in is, what books, magazines, and websites does your audience engage with? For this question, I searched Google for dog books, dog magazines, and dog websites. So 3 different searches, and here's what we found. So for popular dog magazines, Google already gave me these 6, 7, 8 magazines. So let's start filling in these magazines' names. So we have Modern Dog, Dog Fancy. So we already have 2 magazines, that's enough. Now let's look for some dog books, some popular dog books at that. So for this example, I went to Amazon because Amazon sells a whole bunch of books and there's a whole bunch of customer reviews so you can see which books are popular. So I just went on to Amazon and searched for dog books, and here we can see some really popular results. Let's add these titles to the popular dog books. We'll only take 2 because we also have dog websites to look for after this one. A Dog's Perfect Christmas. So we have 2 popular books, 2 popular magazines. Now let's add 1 or 2 popular dog websites. So a quick search on Google for popular dog websites. Let's go to the first article by Business Insider. So first for pet food, they're recommending Petco. So let's add Petco as one of the popular dog sites. I also know about them. I'm pretty sure that almost everyone knows about them. So one website is Petco, and let's just add 1 more. How about a site for dog breeders? Sure, we haven't spoken about dog breeder lovers until now. Let's go ahead and try to capture this audience. So we're going to copy this URL and paste it over here. Boom, new layout for you guys. Now the next question is, what types of events does the audience attend? In order to find the answer to this, what do you think we're going to have to write on Google? That's right, popular dog events. So let's see the results. 25 unique dog events in the United States. Sounds good enough, right? We need dog events and our audience is in the United States. So let's see which popular dog events our potential audience loves looking at or going to or has a general interest in. So Paces for Paws is one event, which is a dog race event. So let's add that as one of the events that dog lovers love to attend. Puppies and Patriots 5K run. Let's add that also as a title. Clarence Bark in the Park, another popular dog event. Rescue Run, which happens in Ohio. What we're doing now is we're really micro-niching our potential audience to try and find secret gems inside these audiences that other advertisers simply do not get to. There is more than one way to do everything, but this is one of the secret methods to really find the best potential audience inside these general interests for dog lovers. Let's also add this Paws Chicago 5K walk run. So these are the names of popular dog events that dog lovers love to attend or have a general interest in. Now let's move on to the last question. What other relevant products does your audience use? Once again, I really skimmed through these to make these videos as short as possible for you guys, but you will need to research each and every one of them to see if they really are popular and if there really is a lot of interest in each and every one of these answers that we are giving in this spreadsheet. Now let's move on to the last question. What other relevant products does your audience use? Once again, a Google search. And here we're just going to write some really popular dog products that people love to buy. Let's go to chewy.com, one of the most popular dog websites. So let's just add in some popular dog categories that relate to products. For example, dog food. For anyone who has an interest in dog food, they are probably dog lovers. They probably have dogs themselves, so they are a relevant audience. We also have dog treats. We have dog toys. So let's add people who have an interest in dog toys. We also have healthcare. So in this example, I want to write dog vet. People who have an interest in vets are most likely people who own dogs. Cleaning and potty. Let's see what else we have. Crates, pens, and gates. Beds. Let's go with dog beds. Dog leashes, which is actually the product that I'm going to advertise. So dog leashes. And let's add another one really quick. People who love dog clothes. Okay, so now we have enough general interests to start running our ads on. When we create our ads, we will tell Facebook that these are the general interests that we are looking for in our audiences. And then Facebook will try to find the best potential audience to buy products from our website from the same audiences that have an interest in all of these answers that we put here below. We will use this chart very, very soon when we'll start creating our ads. So far, we are preparing, just as we've prepared in the last lesson, creating our Facebook ads accounts and the Facebook pixel. And soon it's all going to come together. Your assignment for this lesson is to download that audience research spreadsheet onto your computer and start answering each question that you have on the left side. Google search for the answers and put them on the right side. If you haven't heard of the answers that you're putting in, research them on Google. Make sure that they are big and popular so that we will be able to grab the correct audience to showcase our website and our products to. Fill in the audience research spreadsheet, and I'll see you in the next lesson where you are going to learn how to create converting videos for your ads. This is a very popular subject which a lot of people are having a hard time on, and I'm going to simplify it for you, just as I've been doing for this whole course up until now. Audience research spreadsheet. See you in the next lesson. Now you're going to learn how to create successful professional converting videos for the ads that you are going to run. Most audiences enjoy watching a good video of the product that they are about to purchase, since it showcases the product in a much better way than photos do. Now, I'm not saying that image ads or GIF ads are not going to perform well, but there is a much higher chance that a good video will be able to convert more customers. So let's start with the basics. In order to create a successful video ad, the first thing that you're going to have is a video for the product that you want to sell. Now, if you're working with suppliers like AliExpress and China, many sellers over there already have videos ready for their products. They are not usually professionally made videos. It's usually by some Chinese source, and you usually have some Chinese letters in the video. But that is one way to get videos for your ads. Now, most US suppliers do not offer videos for the products that they are selling. We're going to have to get creative and make those videos ourselves. Now, if your product doesn't have any videos attached to it, there's a couple of things that you can do. One, you can reach out to the supplier and ask them if they can supply you with a video for the product. The second method is to order the product to your home, and not a lot of people like this method, especially if they're testing out 20, 30, or 50 different products. They don't want to order them all to their houses. For one, it's costing a lot of money and it's consuming a lot of time. But that's another method that some dropshippers use. The third method is to try to find a video for this product through other suppliers. Although in this case, you're going to have to make sure that it is the same product. Otherwise, you won't be advertising the same product, and this could cause problems later with your customers. So let's start with the first scenario where you already have a video for your product and you want to create the video yourself. If this is the case, then you can use services like Animoto, as you see over here. And this platform allows you to create your own videos for your ads, and it's made especially for e-commerce business owners like you and I. So the first method is to use websites like Animoto, and there are a bunch of more websites where you can create videos for your ads. Although once again, this one requires some work since you are the one that is creating the videos for your ads. Now, if you are going with a method like this, you can use free sound libraries to get some sound effects and background music for your videos. By using YouTube's audio library, for example, they have a whole bunch of sound effects and background music to use for your videos. So check out YouTube's audio library and get those free sounds for your videos. Now, the next method that I want to talk about to get videos for your ads is using a third-party service provider which will create the videos for you, and you don't have to do anything besides sit back and relax and just wait a couple of days for your videos to be ready. What am I talking about? Let's go on over and check it out. There is a website called ecomvideos.com, and what they do is exactly what I just mentioned. They will create professional converting videos for your video ads. All you have to do is sign up with them. Signing up doesn't cost any money. Once you sign up, you'll be taken to their dashboard. And once you're in the dashboard, click on video ads. And here you can see the 3 types of video ads that you can order from them. You can order a single ad, which I wouldn't recommend because you need to split test at least 3 variations, which is exactly what you see over here in the second deal. And on the third one, you have 4 variations, which is also good, but I would like you to first nail down 3 variations, see that it works for you, then move on to 4. What you're getting here are 3 ad variations, which means 3 different videos for your products, which means the first 3 to 5 seconds are going to be different. And this is very, very crucial to when you are creating video ads, different video ads, and testing out different video strategies. The first 3 seconds are always very crucial to whether the potential viewer is going to stay and click on this ad or if he's going to move on to the next ad. When you're creating an ad for a product with only 1 video, there's a huge difference between that and selling the same product with 2 more videos to bring you to a total of 3 videos, each one having a different 3 to 5 seconds. it will have the effect where the same person that saw this video, but when he saw the first 3 to 5 seconds of this video, it seemed like a different video, even if it's the same product, and they went on ahead and bought it. This is a very typical scenario when it comes to e-commerce marketing. Therefore, I highly encourage you to go with 3 variations for split testing. This way, you'll always be able to spot 1 or 2 ads that are not performing well when compared to 1 ad that is performing well for you. And that is how you're going to learn how to spot the differences between successful ones to not successful ones, and how to multiply your success and scale up those successful ads. Once you buy your video ads, you will see them on the order screen over here on the left. Click on that order, and here you have a text box where you can send a message to your video editors and let them know exactly what you want on your ads and all kinds of points that are important to you. Once you're done writing down your messages, click on send message, and you will have a message history for each order that you put onto the system. Now, to sign up for Ecom videos, you have to use the link that we have in the resources PDF for this course. This way you can use the code AUTODS when ordering your videos, and you'll get a 10% discount on top of everything. So you'll lower your expenses. This way you can profit more, and you'll have professional videos made for your ads. So use that link in the resources PDF to sign up to Ecom videos, and then you'll be able to see the dashboard and everything else that I'm seeing here, and you'll be able to put in an order for the video ads that you want. Let me show you an example of some video ads that they have created for others. So I'm just going to play all 3 of these ads really quick. You won't hear the sound because it's in my headphones, but as you can see here, they're adding the text and they're making the videos look professional. They're working hard on the first 3 to 5 seconds, but also on the rest of the video to simply make it look good, converting, professional, and this is exactly what they can do for you. So once again, just use the link that we have in the PDF for this course to sign up with these guys and let them do the hard work for you. Your assignment for this lesson is to create 1 to 3 videos for the ad that you want to run. I really want you guys to go with 3, because if you're only going with 1 video ad, it's like adding only 1 product to your store. So you're not testing enough, and you might be missing something small that the second or third ad might have given you, and that would be the big difference between success to failure when it comes to running ads. I don't want you guys to spend money and then see that money go to waste. Therefore, split testing is very, very important. Get those videos, and I'll see you in the next lesson where you will start setting your campaign goals. See you in the next lesson. I hope you got a few good video copies for your ads, because this is the lesson where you are finally going to learn how to set your campaign objectives. In other words, this is where you learn online marketing. So let's begin, and let's take it step by step as we've been doing so far. In your Facebook Business Manager, on the left side, click on More Tools, then click on Ads Manager. Now Facebook will take you to your Ads Manager. Here, click on your ads account. What we're going to do here is create a campaign for our ad sets. After that, you're going to create your ad sets, and then your ad, which will be inside your ad set, which is sitting inside your campaign. Don't let this get too confusing. Just follow it step by step and watch how it all makes sense. So the first thing that we're going to do is create our campaign. Now, before you choose your campaign objective, you need to understand exactly what your campaign goals are. Your advertising objective is what you want people to do when they see your ads. For example, if you choose that your campaign objective is reach, then Facebook will try to reach as many people as possible for the lowest price possible, as long as it reaches and they see your ads. Another example is traffic, where in this case, Facebook is going to try to give you as much of an audience as possible to see your ads and also click on the link that you have inside your ad to go and check out your website. If you choose, for example, engagement, then in this case, Facebook is going to try to find an audience that will engage with your ad, which means like your ad or comment on it or share your ad. So if I'm liking posts or if you're commenting on posts, then Facebook sees us as people who like to engage with posts, and therefore they are going to show us ads where their campaign objective was engagement. And you can go on with the list. If you go for video views, they're going to give you an audience that likes to watch videos and they don't just skip after the first second. If you're going to go for lead generation, they're going to give you an audience that usually likes to subscribe and leave their contact information. And if you go for conversions, which is usually the most expensive campaign objectives, this is where you're telling Facebook that you want them to find people who usually respond to call to action. For example, adding the product to the cart or purchasing it, adding payment information, and so forth. My recommendation would be to go for engagement in the beginning, because on one hand, engagement is going to show you if your product is interesting or not, what you're telling Facebook is to find an audience that will interact with my ad. So Facebook knows who their audience is that usually like to interact with ads. And this way you can see if your product is interesting at all. If your product is interesting, you're going to get a lot of likes, comments, and shares of, wow, what an amazing product. Where can I get mine? They're going to tag their friends and family to buy the product. And this is how you're going to know that your product is interesting, and your Facebook pixel will gather information in the meantime. It will gather the data that it needs to gather in order to run more successful ads in the future, which can be conversion ads once you know that your product is interesting. So I hope that you understood why starting with engagement objectives is much smarter than going with conversion. So starting off right, go with engagement. On the bottom, on the engagement type, go with post engagement, and then name your campaign. And since we're also going to create an ad set and an ad inside the campaign, we're also going to name them. You can name it anything you want. Just start with something so that you'll have a general name, and click on continue. Now, as you can see here, the Doggy Dog Club campaign has been created. Now let's start configuring it. So you have your campaign name, scroll down until you reach the campaign budget optimization. Now, if you have 3 videos for 3 ad copies that you're going to run, leave this option on for campaign budget optimization, which means Facebook is going to try to balance the budget between 3 ad campaigns and optimize them and see which one is working best. Once they see one campaign that's working better than the others, they're simply going to put more of your budget into the winners and less into the less performing ones. So if you have more than one ad set for your videos, leave this option on and then click on next. Now we're in the ad set settings. We are done configuring the campaign objectives. As you see, it really wasn't that hard. And now we're going to start configuring the ad set. So first you have your ad set name, which we already named. Now you have your budget and schedule. Like I've said many times before, our objective here is to spend the least amount possible while we learn to run successful ads. That is one reason why we are starting with post engagement campaigns, because first of all, it's cheap, but it doesn't matter that it's cheap, we still want to succeed. And our post engagement is going to give us an indication if this product that we're trying to advertise is an interesting product for e-commerce. So once again, we're going to do this on a budget and we're going to succeed at that. On your daily budget, you should spend between $5 to $10 a day for 2 to 3 days before checking out your ad and seeing if it's working or not. Because in the first day or two, Facebook is trying to optimize itself more and more to try to find the right audience for you. One day is never enough to see if your ad is a successful one or not. The second day should start to give an indication, but the third day is usually the day where Facebook is already optimized and the ads are already giving you answers if this is going to work or not. And the difference between $5 to $10 a day is simply how hard you want Facebook to work to find this audience for you. $10 a day will give you much faster results than $5 a day, but at the end of the day, it really depends on your budget. If $10 a day for 3 days equaling $30 is too much for you, start with $5 a day and wait for 3 days to get results to see if this ad is working or not, which means your first ad is going to cost you $15. And really, that is not a lot of money for everything that you are learning and implementing, and also feeding your Facebook pixel, which will repay you in the future. So start with $5 or $10 a day. You can set a start and end date. My recommendation would be to leave this on, because if your ad is working well, you don't want it to end after 2 or 3 days. You want it to keep running. So I encourage you to not put an end date, just leave it as it is, and you will be responsible for keeping track of your ads. You're not running 50 ads at once, so it's not going to be a hard thing to do. Next, we're going to configure the audience settings, which means we're telling Facebook the type of audience that they want them to find and show our ads to. Now is the time to open up that audience research spreadsheet, which you worked on a couple of lessons ago, because we're going to use that now for the audience section of your ad set. So first things first, in the audiences, on locations, click on edit. Here, exclude whatever default country it gave you. Now, since we are going for a post boost engagement objective for our ads, it doesn't matter if we're choosing audience in the United States or the rest of the world. Our objective here is not to get them to buy the product, but rather to interact with our ads. And it's going to give us some good social proof for our ad, because once you'll have that post with a lot of likes and comments on it, you can use that same post with the social proof that it already has and create a new ad on it, with new purchase campaign objectives to get Facebook to find audiences that will go and buy this product. And the reason why you would want to go worldwide for your post boost engagement and not just for your target audience, which is the United States, is because this way Facebook is going to find the cheapest audiences in the world to show your ads to who will interact with your ad. This way you're getting the cheapest social proof and the cheapest testing possible to see if your product is interesting at all. So for post boost engagement, we are going to target the worldwide audience. Now you have to choose the audience age range. This is the part where you have to use your head and think, what is the age range of people who will want to use this product? In my case, since it's a dog product, it's probably usually for dog owners. Dog owners are usually anywhere around the age of 20 to 60. Obviously, even people under 20 have dogs and people over 60 have dogs, but I'm trying to get the most potential age range for the dog products. You can try to use Google to try and get some insight for the age range for the product that you're trying to sell. After you have the age range, you have the gender. So for example, if you're selling fashion and beauty products, then your gender will most likely be women rather than men. In my case, it's a dog product. Men and women both have dogs, so we're going to stick with all. And we're going to move on down to detailed targeting. And in this text field is where you are going to start writing down those interests from that spreadsheet. Now in this text field is where you're going to write as many audience interests, demographics, and behaviors that you think is relevant for the niche that you are trying to sell. Not all of the things that you wrote down there will show up over here in the interests and behaviors. That is why we wrote down more than one answer for each question. So let's start off by copying and pasting here all of the audience interests that we have from that spreadsheet. You will do it on your side and I will do it on my side. See you in a minute. Okay, so I'm done writing down all of the audience interests from the spreadsheet to the ad set configuration. Now, if you look here on the right side, you'll see that you have a new potential reach. 76 million people is way too broad for what we're trying to do here. For post boost engagement, having an audience size of around 10 million people is just about enough to not go too low and miss out potential audiences, and not go too high and waste money until you start reaching the right audience. So as you can see here, I have dog breeding, dog food, happy pets, modern dog, and Petco. All in all, we have a potential reach of 76 million people. Now let's start narrowing down this audience to around 10 million. So the first thing that you want to do to start narrowing down is to go over the interests and see the size over here on the right side. For example, the size of audiences that like Petco is over 10 million people. Modern Dog has 500,000, Happy Pets has 5 mil, Dog Food has 48 million people in the audience size. So the first thing that I can do here is delete the dog food audience interest since it's way too huge. So let's start by narrowing down dog food by clicking on the X. Now it's been deleted from the interests and we're down to 24 million people who have all of these interests alike. Now what I want to do is continue narrowing it down, but I don't want to delete any more audience interests because I really believe that my potential audience is inside these interests. So the next thing that you can do is click on narrow audience. So what you're telling Facebook here is to find an audience that has an interest in these subjects, either 1, 2, or all, but they also have to like an additional interest which you are going to add here. This is going to help narrow it down because you're telling Facebook, I want people who like this, and they also have to like one or all of these interests that we have up here. So if you're all out of interests, all you have to do is click on suggestions, and Facebook will give you more suggestions on interests that are similar to the ones that you have up here. So you can either find an idea over here, or you can think of one yourself. For example, I thought of dog lovers. And here there's an audience interest of 36 million, which is kind of big, but since we're narrowing it down, we're going to go down from 77 million to 5,400,000. So what I would recommend to do here is to add an additional interest called engaged shoppers. This will give you an audience that has engaged with a call to action button at any time in the last week. As you can see here, engaged shoppers, people who have clicked on the call to action button shop now in the past week. So you want to show your ad to those kinds of people who are interacting with the shop now buttons. And now our reach raised up to 13 million. 13 million is very ideal for the post boost engagement ad that we want to run. Now let's scroll down and continue with our ad set. Keep scrolling down until you get to languages. Click on the edit button. And here in the languages, you're only looking for English speakers. So click on English all. This way it will include the UK speakers and the US speakers. For us, English is English and we are looking for English clients. So once you chose English all, continue scrolling down onto the placements. Now the placements is where you're telling Facebook where to show your ads on their platform. So go ahead and click on manual placements. Now here we want to uncheck everything except for Facebook. But if your audience is a young audience, which means under the age of 18, you can leave Instagram on. So we're going to uncheck everything except for Facebook. And here you only want to be on the Facebook news feed and on the Facebook videos feed. This means that Facebook will only show your ad in the regular news feed and in the videos feed for people who like to go to the videos feed and just keep scrolling and check out all kinds of cool videos. They're also going to see your video along the way. Now on the next screen, you are finally on the ad. We're done with the campaign. We're done with the ad set settings. Now we're finally creating the ad. But that is enough for this lesson in this video because you've been through quite a lot. If there was something that you didn't understand in this lesson, please go back and rewatch the video. Once again, there is no shame in rewatching a video again and again. It's your knowledge that you are feeding, and these steps are very crucial to the success of your store and the ads that you are running. Your assignment for this lesson is to create and configure your ad campaign, create and configure your ad set, and I'll see you in the next lesson where we are going to work on the final aspect of your ad, which is the ad copy, and then you are going to launch your ad. Great job on making it this far. This is the part where everything really gets hot and exciting. So take care of your ad campaign, take care of your ad set, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Now that our Facebook campaign and the ad set is ready, all that's left to do is to work on our final ad copy, and then we'll be able to launch our ads at the end of this video. The first thing that we did is create a Facebook campaign. Click on edit over here to go inside the campaign configuration. Inside, you'll also have the details for the ad set and the ad which we are about to work on. In the campaign, we chose the engagement objective, which means that we're telling Facebook that we want them to give us an audience that will engage with the post that we are about to create in the final ad copy. The reason that we want to go with the post boost engagement type is because we want people to interact with our post to see if this product is an interesting product. They will like it, they will comment, they will share, and this way we'll know that the product is interesting. Our Facebook pixel will already start gathering data and information for audiences that are relevant for our niche, and we're not spending a lot of money doing it because post boost engagement is the cheapest audience to reach out to and have our post go viral. Once our post goes viral from the post boost engagement, we can use that same post to run purchase campaigns or view content campaigns and other conversion settings, which I will talk to you in just a few minutes. So we chose the post boost engagement, and that is the campaign objective that we have running here. Next, we click on next, and then we moved on to the ad set over here. So let's click on that. And over here is where we set our daily budget, which should be from $5 to $10 for at least 3 days, so we can see if our ads are interesting, if they're delivering well, or if they won't. 3 days will give you enough time to gather that information. 1 or 2 days is not enough to gather enough information to see if it's performing well or not. Later on, we moved down to the audience demographics. We chose a worldwide location because for post boost engagement, you can just shoot it out to the whole world. Facebook will find the cheapest audience to interact with your ad. Then we chose the age and the gender. Then we moved on to the detailed targeting. And here is where we narrowed down an audience from billions to just about 12 million people, which is enough for post boost engagement. By the way, if we weren't going for post boost engagement, if this was a conversion campaign like add to cart or view content or purchase campaigns, then you'd want to narrow this down to about 2 to 4 million people, since at that point you're really breaking down your audience and you know how to find the audience that will buy your product. But that is for later on when our Facebook pixel is bigger and stronger and they'll know how to find that audience. We narrowed down the audience by narrowing down the interests and telling Facebook that our target audience has to have one of these interests and also one of these interests at least. If they don't have one and also the other, this audience is not an audience that I want to show my ad to. That is the ad set, and now we're moving on to the final ad copy. The final ad copy is going to use all of the information and configurations that we chose in the ad set and in the campaign. That is why the ad copy comes in the end. So let's start working on that now. The first thing you have is the ad name, which we chose when we started the campaign. Then you have the identity, where you have to choose the Facebook page that will be connected to this ad. So we are going with Doggy Dog Club. Scroll down further until you get to the ad creative. And this is where you can tell Facebook if you already have a post on your page and you want to use that post for your ad, or if you don't have a post and you want to create a new post, which you can do right here. It doesn't matter which method you choose as long as you have a post to run your ad on. So if you already have a post ready on your Facebook page, in the ad setup, instead of create ad, go with use existing post. Since I don't have a post yet, I'm going to create the ad over here in the ad copy. So we're going to scroll down, and the first thing that you're going to do is add media, which means you're going to add the video that you have for your product. And by the way, if you don't have a video, it's fine. You can click on create video, and here you can choose pictures that you have from the product using a ready template that Facebook already has on their system. And Facebook will try to create an engaging video post with the pictures that you provided. If you ask me, this method is not going to work as well as video posts. Therefore, I highly recommend to go with video ads. But if you tried your best and you know that your product is going to be a winning product and you did everything that you could and you couldn't get a video, go with this method. It should work as long as your photos are good, your text copy is good, and of course, the product is interesting to the audience that you're targeting to. So since we already have a video ready, we're going to click on add media, then click on add video. By the way, if you went with 3 video ad copies, good job on starting off really strong. I can already smell your success coming up close. So if you did create 3 different video types, at this point, it's enough to only upload one of them. And later on, I'll show you how you can duplicate your campaigns and then create 2 or 3 campaigns with the same settings or with different settings, whatever you want. But each campaign will have its own video ad. And that is what is important once you have more than one video. At this point, uploading one video is enough since we're only on our first campaign. So go to the directory where you saved that video and upload it onto Facebook. As you can see here, the video is currently uploading. So let's give it a second. Okay, so the video finished uploading. You can see it over here in the ad creative. So we have the dual leash video. It's 14 seconds long. Your video should be anywhere between 15 to 30 seconds. If you want to see an example of my videos, I'll just click on play over here. So as you can see, there's also background music, which you can hear because again, it's in my headphones. It shows exactly what problem this product is solving. It shows how it works. There's also a friendly text and everything here is on point. This is how your video ad is supposed to look like. So once you uploaded that video, scroll down to the primary text. And this is where you're going to write text, which is going to show on this part of the ad on the bottom. So you want this text to be engaging. Use emojis, show exactly what problem this product solves and why the audience needs to buy this product. So go ahead and work up a good text for your primary text. Let me show you what I created. I'm just going to paste it over here. Dual dog retractable leash for dog lovers with 2 dogs. Control each leash separately. Tangle-free mechanism. And shipping is on us. Now, don't forget that while you're on this post boost engagement post, you're reaching out to the whole world, worldwide, anywhere, any country that Facebook will find the cheapest audience for me to interact with my ad. Go ahead and show them this ad. But those countries will not be able to buy from your store because you only set USA in your shipping zone settings. So if people are interacting with your ad and they're telling you that they're trying to buy it and they don't have the option, check with your source to see if they will send to that country, create a shipping zone, and let those people buy from you. The point of the post boost engagement ads is not to create sales. It's only to get a viral post in a cheap form and to test if the product is interesting at all, like I mentioned a few times before, and to also start muscling up our Facebook pixel because it needs to optimize its performance in the future ads that we are going to run. So this is the ad copy that I'm going to use. This is the text that I'm going to use. Here is the video. Next, if you'd like to write some more text, click on add options, but you don't want too much text. This is enough. It's on point and it's precise. Next is the call to action button. Now you want a call to action button. What it is usually, if you look over here on the ad, there will usually be a call to action button over here to tell the audience, all right, if you like this ad and you like this product, click here and go to buy it. So the call to action is very important. And in this case, we are going to use the shop now call to action. So click on shop now. Now you have to enter the website address for the product that you are trying to promote. You're not going to link to your homepage, but rather to the product page, directly to the product page, because that's what you want people to buy. So here's the link to my product. I pasted it over here. And we're going to click on preview URL just to make sure that Facebook knows how to direct to the right page, which we want. So let's just give it a second. And here we go. It's directing to the right page. So we check that, go back to the Facebook ads. So you have the ad creative when we uploaded the video, which is what you can see over here. Then you have the primary text, which you can see up here. And when they click on see more, it'll show them the rest of the text, as you just saw from what I just did. And they will have the shop now call to action, which we added over here. You can see it on the ad on the right side. Once they click anywhere on this box over here, it will take them to doggydogclub.com/this whole URL, which will take them to the product page where they can click on add to cart or buy now. So far, so good. Let's continue. Scroll down under the call to action. You will see the Facebook pixel where you will have to choose the right pixel. If you only have one pixel, it's going to show you the right one, but we already named it, so we know that this is the right pixel, the Doggy Dog Club pixel. So that is about it. Our final ad copy is ready. Everything is set up correctly. We have the campaign where we set our post boost engagement objectives. We have the ad set where we set the audience demographics, their ages, and their general interests. Then we have the final ad copy where we uploaded the video and created the creative for our ad. Everything looks good. Everything is ready. Take a deep breath. You are now ready to launch your ad. Do not be afraid. It's only $5 to $10 a day. And the money that you are spending is definitely worth the knowledge that you are acquiring here. So, the only thing that's left to do at this point is click that publish button on the bottom right. Before you do that, I highly urge you to watch this video again to make sure that you didn't miss out on anything. Go to your campaign settings, go to your ad set settings, see your final ad copy settings again, and then go on to click the publish button. Let's go ahead and do that together. Click on publish. Publishing one of three. One is the campaign, the second is the ad set, the third is the ad. Let's give it a second to finish the publishing, and then I'll show you what will happen on the next screen where our ads will go under verification. Okay, multiple items published, one campaign, one ad set, and one ad were published. Now let's click on the X over here and go back to our campaign page. As you can see here, the campaign is in review. If we click on the ad set, we will see that it's also in review. And if you click on the ad, you will see that the ad is also in review. In just a couple of hours from now, Facebook is going to check this ad and they're going to approve it. Once they approve it, they will start shooting out this ad to the worldwide audience and try to get a post boost engagement for this ad so we can have a viral ad. Once again, our Facebook pixel is going to already start gathering information and valuable data from the audience that we are trying to get. And you will have a viral post and you will know if your product is interesting. If it is, use that viral post to create another ad. And if you want to know when is a good time to create another ad with a purchase or add to cart conversion to start getting real sales and real profits, I will talk about that in the next lesson where you will learn how to analyze these ads that you just ran right now. Your assignment for this lesson is to create your final ad set copy, upload that video, create that engaging text, and go ahead and launch your ad. Congratulations on making it this far. This was a very important lesson and you just took a huge step. Launch your ad and I'll see you in the next lesson. Now that your ad is finally up in the air, let's learn how to analyze your ad information and the results that it gave you so that you will learn how to analyze your ads correctly and multiply your success on those best performers. Now you have your campaigns, your ad sets, and your ads, and all of these results which you can see over here. In order to begin customizing your columns, use the resources PDF that you have for this course. Over there, you'll have a link to a document file, which will explain every step of the way. I created this document for you so you will have a much easier time customizing your columns and not spending too much time on it. Let me go over one by one and show you how it's done. Once you open that document file, on your ad screen, click on columns and then click on customize columns. Once you're on this screen, use that document file that you have in the resources PDF for this course. And over there, you'll have a list of everything that you need to click in, everything that you need to leave out, and the order that you want everything to show up in to just make your job a whole lot easier. Once you're done customizing your columns according to the document, click Save as Preset and give your custom columns a name so that you will always be able to choose it when you are seeing the results for your ads. And you can also set it as a default after you give it a name, so that way you'll always be seeing this one first. Now let's go over each column and I will explain the meaning of each one. So you are in your ads, and it doesn't matter if you're in the ad or the ad set or the campaign, it's just much easier for me to see the results in the ad section. So once you are looking at your ad copy, the first thing that you'll see is the ad name. Then you'll see the delivery, whether the ad is currently running or not. Mine is currently off, but yours should still be running for at least 3 days. Then you have your ad budget, how much you're spending a day on this ad. Then you'll have the amount spent, which is how much you spent up until this point. So if my budget is $10 a day and so far I spent almost $15, you'll know that this ad is running for about a day and a half now. Next, you'll have the results. Now the results is going to show you the results for the campaign objective that you set. In our case, we went for post boost engagement. So the results for the post engagements is 13,417. That means that Facebook, out of my $14.62, they were able to give me 13,417 people who will engage with my post. Let's move on to learn more about that. Cost per result is how much money I paid for each result, for each post boost engagement that Facebook gave me from their audiences. So my cost per result is 0.001 cents. This is a very good result. It means that I really didn't have to spend that much for each result that I asked from Facebook to get to me, which is a post boost engagement from their audiences. They charged me only 0.001 cents for each result that they gave me. And that is because we went worldwide and Facebook just went for the cheapest audience to give me the results that I'm looking for. And as you can see here, it worked. Let's move on. The reach is 29,432, which means Facebook was able to show my ad copy to this number of people. Then you have the impressions, which is 35,625, which is always going to be more than your reach. The impressions is how many people's devices my ad was shown on, but it reached 29,000 people, which means these people did stay a second to see the ad. Next, you have your link clicks. So I have 223 clicks. Even though this campaign objective was not for link clicks, I was still able to get them anyway from my post boost engagement objective. Moving on, the next column is 3-second video plays, because here you want to see how many people played your video for at least 3 seconds to see if your video is even interesting at all. In this case, out of 29,000 people that my ad was on, almost half of those people watched the video for at least 3 seconds, and those are good results. The first 3 seconds, as I've said, are critical. The more people are watching 3 seconds of your video, the more you'll know that it is an interesting video and you did know those first 3 seconds. Next, video percentage watched, which is about 50%, which is what I just said. About 48% of the people watched the video when it came up on their phone, which is also a very good result because people are usually not scroll stoppers. They usually keep scrolling. Even after 1 second, whatever they're seeing is not interesting and they keep scrolling. Next, you have your video average playtime. So I know that my video was almost 14 seconds long. And if the average view time is 7 seconds, it means that people are watching just about 50% of my video length. Next, you have your frequency. The reason that I added this result to the columns is because you want to make sure that people are not seeing your ad too many times, not the same person. Each person should view your ad 1 to 1.5 times, which is 1.0 to 1.5. If your number is more than 1.5, then your ad is experiencing what we call fatigue. The same people are seeing your ad, and if they're not buying it and you're advertising to them over and over again, your ad is not going to give you any good results. That is why you should make sure that the frequency is anywhere between 1.0 to 1.5. Once it goes above that, your ad is being watched too many times by the same people. Therefore, you'll need to expand your audience size by adding in more audience interests And that is how you can grow your audience size and show your ad to more people. So the frequency is 1.21, which is perfect. Let's move on to clicks all. The clicks all is the number of times that people clicked inside your ad, whether it was a link or not. As long as the click was anywhere inside the ad box, even if the click was worthless, it's going to be counted in clicks all. This is different from link clicks, which we just talked about a minute ago, because link click is referring to how many times a viewer clicked on a link on your ad. If there are no links, they just clicked on an open box, it is going to be under clicks all. So as you can see, 621 people clicked inside the ad, but only 223 clicked on a link. Well, it's not only 220 people to go inside my website. Even if what I was asking was just a post boost engagement on Facebook, that is a really good result. But as you can see, 600 people clicked, 220 were links, 400 of those clicks were just worthless clicks, but they were inside the ad, and I want to count how many times people are interacting with my ad. Next, you have your CPC all, which is your average price that you're paying for each link click. So it is still a low price, even though this wasn't our objective. That is a great result. Next, you have your CTR all, which is the click-through rate for all of the people who clicked anywhere inside your ad in a percentage number. Next, you have your cost per 1,000 people. How much money I paid Facebook to show my ad to 1,000 people, 50 cents. As you can agree with me, 50 cents is really not a lot to reach 1,000 people. Next, you have your CPM, your cost per 1,000 impressions, which is how much you paid Facebook to show my ad to 1,000 people, even if they didn't stay a second to look at my ad. Next, you can see how many people commented and reacted on your post. So this is another form of post engagement that Facebook brought to you from their audiences. Next, you have another form of post engagement to see how many people commented and reacted on your post. But in just about a minute, I'll show you the ad where there you can see the exact posts and the likes and how much engagement it really got. Then you'll have extra perks, which if you got these things, then you'll know that you can move on to purchase campaigns and run another ad to find people to buy your product. So what do we have here? You have your content views, which is a view content, which means how many people went inside my website and viewed a product page. So from this ad, which all I asked from Facebook for is to get me some post engagements, which was great and it made my post viral. That's all I really wanted. But since the product was interesting and the ad was created well, Facebook was also able to give me an audience that will also click on my ad. And it also gave me an audience which viewed the content. Now, view content is very, very important. So far I got 60 view contents, and I'll go back to that in just a minute. After that, I also had one add to cart and one checkout initiated, but that person did not go on to purchase. Why? I don't know. I can go and start analyzing that. We also have an abandoned cart campaign, which Shopify will send an email to that customer and try to get him back. A few lessons ago, I talked about that, and it's already configured inside your Shopify store. But the point here is that we already have enough content views to create a new ad, a conversion ad instead of a post boost engagement objective. The objective for the next campaign is going to be a view content campaign. Why? Because I already have 60 people who viewed my content, which means my Facebook pixel is already starting to get fed. Once you create a new campaign where your objective is going to be view content, Facebook is going to look for an audience that will view your content. Now, I know you're looking for purchases. You're not just looking for someone to view your content. But what you're doing here is you're feeding the Facebook pixel with the right amount of data. Once you start with the post boost engagement, then you move on to view content. Once you do that, you will start getting a lot of results for view contents. Facebook is going to give you audience that will click on your ad and view the content of the product on your website. Once you get a lot of view contents, you'll see that naturally your add to carts will start increasing more and more. And once you'll have 20 add to carts, then you can create an add to cart campaign objective. Once you create an add to cart campaign objective, you will start to see that Facebook is giving you a lot of people that are adding your product to their carts, and some of those people will start to check out and purchase your product. The next step after that is once you get at least 20 purchases, then you can create a purchase campaign. This is usually the most expensive campaign to run, and that is why we had to build it slowly and gradually, starting from post boost engagement. After 20 view contents, we created a view content campaign objective and ran our ads on that. Then once we had 20 add to carts from the view content, we are going to create a add to cart campaign. Once you have 20 purchases from your add to cart campaign, that is when you are going to run a purchase campaign. Now your Facebook pixel at this point will be truly fed with the right audiences that love to add to cart and purchase products from what you are trying to sell, and it will keep optimizing itself from there. And that is where you are going to start seeing real sales and real profits. So yeah, you're going to have to create 3 to 4 ads until you start seeing the success. Do not worry about the $5, $10, and $15 that you spent on your previous ads. And do not worry if your post boost engagement did not get you any add to carts, but it should get you some content views. If you didn't get at least 20 content views, then your post boost engagement ad probably needs some tweaking. Check out your general audience interests. Check out to see if there are any competitors that are killing your product. Check to see what's going on, why you're not getting those view contents. And if you were not able to find the answer, just find a new product, create a new ad, create a new video for your ad. It's fine. 99% of the dropshippers do not nail it on their first product, and that is fine. The money that you're spending is for your own knowledge. Once you gain enough knowledge, you can use that knowledge to generate lots of sales and profit and run a successful dropshipping business. I know that this was a lot of information, but it's very, very important to learn how to do this step by step. And that is exactly what I've been doing until now. So after a day and a half, this ad worked really well. Let me show you the ad on Facebook. Here's the ad. There's the video that I showed you last lesson. We got 269 reactions for this post, 47 comments, 20 people shared this post, and here you can see the people's comments. So at the end of the day, this was a successful ad and we want to create more. The next ad that I would create in this point, as I've said, is the view content. Once I get 20 add to carts, I'll make an add to cart campaign. Then from that campaign, once I get 20 purchases from that, I'll create a purchase campaign. That is how you build it. That is how you feed the pixel. That is how you analyze your ads and see which ones are working well. Now, if you created 3 videos for your ads, all you have to do is click on the duplicate button and give it a quick duplicate. Now, since I'm in the ads column, it's going to create another duplicate ad. If you want to change the settings like your audience demographics, audience interests, your daily budget, or any other setting that you had, just create a duplicate for your campaign and edit out whatever you want from there. And this way you'll be able to test which video is the best performer out of the 3 that you have. And that is one of the best and smartest ways to split test your ads. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all of the best information that I can pass on to you on how to create Facebook ads, make them successful, learn to analyze them, launch the correct ads, and reach the right audience that will go and buy the product from your store. If you have any questions, just let us know and we'll always be happy to help you out. And your assignment for this lesson is to customize the columns in your ads so that you can analyze each column the right way, see the relevant information that you need to see, learn to differentiate between low performers and good performing ads, and use the resources PDF to find that document file that will help you customize each and every one of these columns. Once you do that, see what's working well, see what's not, and make the right tweaks to continue optimizing the process. And I will see you in the next lesson where you will learn how to fulfill the orders that you are getting on your store. See you in the next lesson. TikTok ads are a great way to bring more traffic and sales to your dropshipping stores, with the platform being one of the most popular and biggest social media platforms out there today. And running ads is also super cheap because it's relatively new. Now is the time to run TikTok ads for your dropshipping products and enjoy those extra sales and profits. That's why I added this extra bonus video inside our Shopify course so that you will learn how to run TikTok ads from A to Z for your dropshipping business. Enjoy this one, and I'll see you in the next lesson. So here's what I did on TikTok. Let's go to one of these ads. Now, why do we only see 4 here and not the 8 that we see on Facebook? Well, that's because on TikTok, I'm only going for one type of audience targeting, one type of audience interest targeting, and then I'm going to show them all 4 of my ads, all 4 of my video ad copies, and hopefully one of them will work. Let's edit one of these campaigns. Okay, so this is the 30-second testimonial video. So as you see here, I set a custom identity, LED looper, which is what we're seeing here in the ad. The ad format is a single video. The video is right here. So this is the 30-second testimonial. The text is creating stunning LED visuals. So I used 4 different headlines for 4 different videos. TikTok didn't give me the option to try to adjust as to what's working best. So I just went with 1 headline for each video ad creative. Then the destination page, of course, is website to my product page. My call to action here, I could do a dynamic. So go ahead, TikTok, give me the best call to action. It could be learn more, buy now, whatever it may be. Then we've got the tracking. So of course I set up the Shopify TikTok pixel. It was easy to do it. Simply go to your Shopify dashboard, download the TikTok app from there, and everything else should be self-explanatory from there. Just click, and next. And that's pretty much it for this specific ad. So that is what we're seeing here. There is no text as you see here. TikTok doesn't have room for all of this, just a headline. So I gave them 4 different headlines, 4 different video ad creatives. I didn't see the interest, so let's go back again. It's probably going to be here in the ad group. Right now it's not delivering because it's outside of my scheduled time, but it will start delivering soon. Oh, and by the way, it's not in review anymore. So this means that my ads already got approved in just a few minutes. I thought it would take a few hours, but maybe everything was really optimized, set up correctly, or maybe TikTok has more people reviewing campaigns. But as you can see, they are not in review anymore. They're simply not delivering. And that is because I scheduled to deliver them in just a few hours from now. That is when they will start delivering. So let's go to the ad group and take a look there. So I've only got 1 campaign, as you see right here. Okay, it's an active campaign. I've got 1 ad group, which is right here, and 4 different ads under this ad group and campaign. Let's start from the top, okay, which is what I should have done before. So right now we're looking at the campaign. I'm going for website conversions on TikTok. The campaign is LED looper conversions. And I didn't set a campaign budget, but I did only add $120 into this account. So TikTok will not be able to go over that price anyway. And if I do go over that threshold and I want to add more, I can always do that. Okay, so that's in terms of the campaign. Now let's look at the ad group. So my available audience here is between 21 to 26 million, which TikTok sees as balanced. Facebook would see it as super broad, but here it's balanced. So let's try that out. I'm going to go to an external website, of course. I'm using my pixel. My optimization event is complete payment. So find me customers who will complete payment. My placements is only TikTok. I took out Buzz Video and Pangle. No experience with them. Don't know if it's good or not. I'm good with TikTok. And in my targeting, I went with custom targeting. So the location here is Canada and United States. I didn't have the option to go with Australia and New Zealand, but that is good enough for me. Languages, of course, is English. Gender, both male and female. Age range from 18 to 44. Household income, I don't mind them all. And down to interests and behaviors, here I added interests. Purchase intention instead of general interest. I want people who actually have an intention to purchase. And I went with these 4 categories: home improvement, e-commerce, household products, and tech and electronics. And I set a budget of $40 per day. If I've got a budget of $40 per day for 4 different ad sets, that means that each one is going to go for $10 per day. So $10 times 4 ad sets is $40 per day, times 3 days is $120, which is exactly how much I gave TikTok. And I want to come back after 3 days and analyze how these ads are performing, seeing what I need to turn off, maybe optimize some of them. We will see soon enough. But for now, that is what I said here. Day partying all day. And this is why we're seeing everything as scheduled, not delivering because it's outside of my scheduled time, because I wanted to start at 2 o'clock at night, because right now I'm seeing UTC time, and 2 a.m. in the morning is about 12 a.m. my time, which is once again a good time for people who live in the United States and Canada to see the ad and purchase the product. For bidding and optimization, I went with lowest cost, and that is pretty much it for the ad group. And then we've got the ad, which is what I started off with. So you guys saw the ad. I've got the 4 different variations: 15-second testimonial, 30-second testimonial, 15-second text, and 30-second text. And that pretty much does it. And now that you know how to run TikTok ads for your Shopify dropshipping business, you can now go ahead and get started. Do not forget to start with $5 to $10 a day budget ad sets. And this way, see what starts to work from the data that starts coming in. After about 2 to 3 days, you should have a pretty good indication of what's working well for you. Turn off those slow movers, learn from the ads that are working well for you, continue A/B testing different video ad creatives and different texts and targeting different audiences. And with more experience, the results will follow. Good luck running TikTok ads and enjoy the rest of the Shopify course. Now that your Shopify store is up and running with hot selling dropshipping products, and you learn how to run Facebook ads to promote your products the right way, now it's time to learn how to fulfill the orders that you are finally getting from your customers. So now that you're connected to AutoDS, every time you get an order from one of your customers, it will show up here on the dashboard, and then you can click on orders here or on the left side to be taken to the orders page. Each and every order that you will get on your Shopify store, you will see it over here on the orders page as you see in front of me. Now, there are a few ways to fulfill your orders. The first way is manually. Every time you get an order, log onto your supplier site, buy the product, and enter your customer's shipping address. Send the product to your customer, and that is done. On AutoDS, the first status will be pending. Then you will have to move it manually to ordered and supply your buy order ID that you're getting from the supplier, and then click on update. Once you do that and you click on update, the order will change from pending to ordered. Once you get a tracking number, move it to shipped, write down the tracking number over here and the shipping carrier, and that is how you can process the orders manually and update the order statuses accordingly. So one way is doing it manually. The second method is using the AutoDS automatic order service. What this means is AutoDS will use your buyer accounts from your supplier sites, and the system will buy the product automatically using your payment settings from your buy account. The system will simply order the product from your supplier directly to your customer. It will automatically update the statuses as you see down here with the order number and ship with the tracking number, which means you are getting automatic tracking updates, and everything is pretty much automated for you. You won't have to process your orders by yourself. AutoDS will take care of it. So this is a very, very fast service for your customers to get their products quick. And if you want more help on how to sign up for the AutoDS auto ordering service, just use the resources PDF that we have for this course. I'll put the links over there to the help center on our website that will take you step by step in this process. But to show you really quick, just go to the settings, in the plans and add-ons, make sure that the orders processor is turned on. Then on the buy accounts on the right side, make sure to create a buyer account using the supplier that you would like to have the auto ordering process from, and fill in the rest of the details. More information on that, once again, in the resources PDF that you have for this course. You have the links to all of the help articles to get this started. Now, if you want to see if your order was processed automatically, you will see a lightning icon that looks like this, and that is how you will know that AutoDS automatically processed this order for you. So once again, that's the second method to process your orders. And the third method to process your orders is by using the Fulfilled by AutoDS service. The difference between automatic orders, which I just talked about a minute ago, to Fulfilled by AutoDS, which is what I'm going to talk about now, is that on automatic orders, you have to supply your own buyer accounts from your suppliers, which means you're going to your supplier site, you're creating a buyer account, and you're giving AutoDS the buyer account information so that they can log into your buyer account and buy the products using your payment details. On the other hand, if you're using the Fulfilled by AutoDS service, in this case, AutoDS will use their own buyer accounts, which means they will not be using your payment information, and all of your orders will be processed automatically as long as you have auto order credits and auto order balance. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Let's go back to the orders page. Here is the auto order credits. It doesn't matter if you're using the Fulfilled by AutoDS or the automatic order service. Each automated order will cost you 1 auto order credit. In order to buy credits, just click on the buy credit button over here. And here you will see the prices. The more credits that you will buy, the more discount that you will get. So having auto order credits is a must for both auto order methods. And here you have the icon for the managed accounts balance. Managed accounts is Fulfilled by AutoDS. It's the same thing. So once you fill in your balance over here by clicking load, AutoDS will automatically process your incoming orders and it will deduct the price from your account balance. And this is why it doesn't need to use your own buyer account. This is a really good service. A lot of people are using it, including me. It simply takes business automation to a whole new level. For more information on the Fulfilled by AutoDS service, once again, I put the help links in the resources PDF that you have for this course. Over there, you'll find information on how to opt in for the Fulfilled by AutoDS service or for automatic orders if you want to use your own buyer accounts. Either way, it's up to you. This is what automation is all about. Now, one more important thing that I would like to talk about when it comes to automatic ordering is once your tracking number is available, AutoDS will get the tracking number from your supplier and will automatically update the tracking number on the AutoDS platform. And at the same time, it will also update that tracking number on your Shopify platform. So this means that your customer will be notified that tracking number is available and they'll be able to track their packages and you didn't have to do a thing. AutoDS took care of all of this for you. So automatic orders is going to save you a lot of time, and we all know that time is money. It's all about business automation nowadays if you want to be able to scale and profit successfully, and through automatic orders you can allow yourself that. That's it for this lesson on how to fulfill your orders. Once again, I remind you that in the resources PDF you have help guides to everything that I'm talking about, step-by-step tutorials on how to get your accounts running for automatic orders, whether you want to go with manual orders or automatic orders or fulfilled by AutoDS. Either way, the system is going to simplify everything for you. And that is all for this lesson on how to fulfill your orders. You don't have any assignments for this lesson unless you have orders on your shop. Then obviously your assignment would be to go and fulfill them now and opt in for the automatic orders. I have a feeling that you're gonna love it. So that's it for this lesson, and I'll see you in the next lesson where you will learn how to manage your returns and refunds. Not a fun subject, you're not going to deal with this one too much, but it's important to know how to deal with returns and refunds when you are managing your business. See you in the next lesson. Returns and refunds. Two words that business owners want to hear as least as possible while running their businesses. And you will. You won't be handling too many returns and refunds. That is because you learned how to conduct thorough product research on the product that you are going to sell. And on top of that, most people do not like to return the products that they bought unless they are really not satisfied with it or unless the product arrived damaged or broken. But in most cases, people do not want to deal with returns, not the customers and not the business owners. Think about it. How many products have you bought in your lifetime? Not just by buying online, but also from physical storefronts, any type of product. And how many of those products that you have ever bought in your lifetime have you returned back to those stores for a refund or a replacement? A really small number out of all the products that you are buying. That is why you don't have to worry too much about returns and refunds. Most of your customers are not going to be returning their products, but every now and then when you'll have that little one exception, you'll have to know how to deal with this return and how to manage with the replacement or the refund. So here's how you get to it. If you are going with the manual orders like I talked about in the last lesson, you're processing your orders manually, you will have to log into your supplier site and ask them for a return label. Tell them the reason that you want to return the product. Give them the same reason that your customer is giving you if the product arrived damaged or if the product is not as described or is simply not happy with it. So in the case of manual orders, you'll have to deal also with your supplier and also with the customer. Make sure that the supplier will give you a return label, whether it's a paid return label or a free return label. It really depends on which supplier you're working with and what conditions they are giving you, which are the same conditions that you are passing on to the customers, following and according the policies that you have set for your store from a few lessons ago. So on manual orders, go to your supplier and ask for a return label. Use that same return label and send it to your customer. Once the customer sent the product back, you can track it using the tracking number that you have on the return label. Once the product returns, send a refund to your customer and do not forget to get a refund accordingly from your supplier. That is how to deal with it when you are going with manual orders and you are processing your orders manually. Now, if you're going with the automatic order service from AutoDS, remember that there are two types of automatic orders. One is where AutoDS is using your buyer account, and the second one is the fulfilled by AutoDS, where AutoDS is using their own buyer accounts. So if AutoDS is using your buyer accounts, which means automatic orders, but not fulfilled by AutoDS, the return process is the same as manual orders. Go to your supplier and ask for a return label, give them the reason that your customer gave you, just like we just talked about the last minute. But if you're using the fulfilled by AutoDS service, the process is going to be much more simple for you. All you have to do is go to the order status as you see over here, then click on the order status and click on request return. Now from here, one of two things can happen. One, the return window will be closed. As you see over here, you'll get a red circle with an exclamation mark in the middle. And if you hover over it with the mouse, you'll see the reason why you were not able to get a return label for this order. And the reason here is that the return window is simply closed, which means if the supplier gave you a 30-day return window and the customer opened up a return after 60 days, you will not be able to return the product. And you will have to let the customer know that the return window is simply closed because 30 days have passed, and make sure that those 30 days are showing up in your policies to make your life easier and the customers. Now, the second option that you can get from starting a return request is a return label over here. As you can see, you see this blue icon with the text pad in the middle. And if you hover over it with your mouse, it'll say download return label. Once you click on it, the file will download onto your computer. Once it's downloaded, it will look like this: a return label with the tracking number over here. Write down the tracking number on the side so you can track this return. Once it returns, send a refund to your customer. So the process is much easier when you're getting the return label in just one click from AutoDS. It really simplifies the whole process. That is why I personally love the Fulfilled by AutoDS service. You don't have to do anything to process out your orders. All you need to make sure to have is auto order credits and Fulfilled by AutoDS balance. And then your orders are processed automatically. Your tracking numbers are updated automatically. And if you need to return a product, you just have to click one button and get that return label. You don't have to talk to any suppliers. You don't have to give any reasons. And everything is just much more simple, much more automated, saving you a whole lot of time that you really need to be able to scale your business the right way, because you need to invest your time in growing your business and not getting stuck on small things like orders and returns. That is why I highly encourage you to join the Fulfilled by AutoDS service, because we know that you're going to love it. Anyone who creates an account will get 30 auto order credits for free. And if it's not costing you anything, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So that is how you can manage your returns and your refunds. It's not a very hard process once you learn to do it, especially when it's automated for you. Even if it's not automated, it's not a big deal, but you will spend more time to get that done for you. So once again, that is all when it comes to returns and refunds. You don't have any assignment for this lesson, just like you didn't have for the past, unless of course you have a return or refund to take care of. And now I hope that everything is clear. Now allow me to say that you did a great job making it this far. I am not kidding. It takes a lot of hard work to build your store, to make the right research, to learn how to market your store and your products, and to fulfill your orders and manage your returns and refunds. When I say it like that in 10 seconds, it sounds like a walk in the park, but we both know that it's not. On the other hand, the knowledge and the value that you gained, plus the asset that you just learned to build online, it's priceless. I'm sure that you can agree with me on that. And I'll see you in the next lesson, where we will have a bonus lesson for you guys. But this course is not just over yet. Well, technically it pretty much is, but we want to make another bonus lesson for you because you worked this hard on making it this far. You deserve it. And we want you guys to really go out there and be ready to grow, flourish, prosper, and hopefully start hitting those big numbers sooner than later. I'm really proud of you, and I'll see you in the next bonus lesson, where you will learn extra secret tricks on how to run and optimize your dropshipping store. Welcome to the last and final lesson for the Shopify course. I really hope that you guys enjoyed your journey up until now. And just because this course is reaching its end, that doesn't mean that the same thing is happening to your dropshipping adventure. In fact, quite the opposite. And I'm sure that you guys already know that, but you're just in the beginning. But I really do hope that this course really helped you understand how to create that store that you always wanted, how to conduct product research and find the right products that you can dropship, and how to market your store successfully so that you can get your product out to the right audience and start hitting those sales. Whether you're sold up until now is really not relevant. What matters is that you learned and that you implemented, and that is worth much more than that ad or 2 or 3 that you ran, whether it made a sale or not. You're investing in your future, and you are definitely headed the right way. Now, in this bonus lesson, I want to give you guys some more pointers so you can fine-tune your stores even more and start off with a bigger bang right after this course. So let's head back to our Shopify dashboards and let's see a few more cool things. On the left menu, click on Analytics. And here is where you're going to see analytics for your store, which means just about every bit of information that you can get on those people that are entering your store. How many people came to my store today? How many of those people that came to my store are returning customers? How many added items to their carts but they didn't check out, or maybe they did? Where are those people from, the ones that are coming to my site? Which countries are they coming from? All of your customers' demographics and behavior you will be able to find on the analytics side of your Shopify dashboard. And this is really, really important because once you learn your audience, you'll definitely know how to reach out to them with better promotions and better products for what they're looking for. And as you can see on the left side, you have your dashboard, which is what I'm seeing here. You have your reports, which is a detailed report of everything that happened in the last week or the last month or so forth in your store, and a live view of what's happening right now in your store. How many visitors are in your store right now, and what exactly are they doing? you can simply learn a lot from your customers' behavior and use that to your advantage. So check out the analytics for your customer behavior. Next, on the left side, click on discounts. Now this is where you can create a promotion code for the viewers in your website. If you create a discount code, just click over here on create discount code. What you can do here is give a name to your discount code, and then your customers can use that promo code on your website when checking out to get some kind of a discount. For example, let's make an end of the year discount code, for example. So let's say that we're at the end of the year right now and we want to make a Christmas discount for our customers. So let's make a code called Christmas Dogs 10, for example, because I want to give them 10%. Then you can choose the type of discount that you want to give to them in a percentage, a fixed amount, buy X, get Y, which means buy 2, get 1 free, for example, or buy 10, get 2 free, or whatever you want to configure there. Then the value, how much of a discount you want to give using the type above. So in my example, I want to give a 10% discount to anyone who uses this discount code. So I'm going to give it a 10% discount value, then applies to all products or a specific product or a specific collection. I'm going to leave it as is. Minimum requirements, if you want some requirement from your customer before getting the discount, I'm going to leave that as it is. Customer eligibility, I want to give this discount to everyone. Usage limits, if you want to limit to 1 per customer or make any other limit that you want, I'm going to leave it as it is and set a start and end date for this promotion. I want to keep it ongoing, so I'm going to leave it as it is, keep these settings and click on save discount code. Now I can use this discount code and write it on my Facebook ads, for example. For anyone who uses this promotion, you'll get 10% off anything on our website. You can also write the same thing on the announcement bar on the top of your site. If you remember from a few lessons ago, let's go back to the site to show you, for example. So I'm talking about this announcement bar up here. So you can write end of the year promo, 10% off anyone who uses this special promo code XMXDogs10, and that will do the job. Your customers will see that there's an extra discount. Everybody loves a good discount, and using these discount codes is one of those ways to do it. So that's another bonus tip that I have for you guys. Let's move on to the next. Click on online store, then click on preferences, and here you have the title and meta description. Now, what is a title and meta description? Because you already have a title for your homepage and you already have a description of, who you are. You have your About Us page. So where is this going to show and who is going to see this? A meta title and description is kind of like a hidden title and a hidden description that you will not be seeing inside your website. But if you share your website, for example, on WhatsApp or on Facebook Messenger or other chat platforms, notice that when you paste a link, you're also going to get a link preview of the link that you are sending that person. So your recipient will see the link's address, but they'll also see a title and a description on that message that you sent them. But once they click on that website, they won't see that title and description again inside the website. So it's something that you're seeing before you enter the website. You can also see it on Google search when you search for anything and you see the website's results. So when you're seeing those search results on Google search page, you're actually seeing the meta titles and meta descriptions. Once you enter that site, you could see a whole bunch of different information that was different from what you saw before. So you do need a homepage title and a description. For the meta description, for people who are searching for your site before they enter it, you want to show them some good information about your site. So on the homepage title, let's write Doggy Dog Club because, well, that's the title of my store. And then the homepage meta description, your one-stop shop for all dog lovers. Spoil your dogs with our special high quality collection of pet products made specifically for your dog. So you can write anything, get creative, work on this for a couple of minutes. I'm just showing you guys a quick example. Next, you can also add your Google Analytics account. If you don't have one, it's easy to create one. Just go to Google, write down Google Analytics on the search, create your analytics account. It doesn't cost any money. And then you'll get a code from analytics to paste inside this text box over here. Once you paste that code and click on save, you'll be able to track your audience's behavior just as I've showed you on the analytics button over here on the left, just in a much more sophisticated way with much more audience behaviors and more information on your audiences. This is something that you can go ahead and do right now. It is not only at an advanced stage. Once again, Shopify's analytics is great, but Google's analytics is going to get you much more in-depth information. So once again, really quick, there's no need to demonstrate it because it's as simple as it sounds. Go to Google Analytics, create your free account. At the end of the account creation, you'll get a unique code to paste over here. Click on save. And that is it. Go back to your analytics and start analyzing what's going on in your store. And that is another pointer regarding Google Analytics. So that is everything that I want you guys to do on the preferences page of your online store. So on our website, we are writing blogs all of the time on everything that's going on Shopify and on the dropshipping world in general. Let me show you a quick example of some blogs that we have on Shopify. Top 5 low budget marketing tricks to market your Shopify stores. We are talking here about exactly what the title says. We also have Facebook ads over here and a few more low budget marketing tricks to get customers to your store. Another blog is why you should use American suppliers on your Shopify dropshipping business. We already talked about it in this course, but you have a full depth blog on this subject. Another one is 10 ways to increase your product page conversions for your Shopify stores by using all kinds of special methods that are used today by the top marketers worldwide. Next, you have another blog called E-commerce Upselling, how to boost Shopify sales and increase your profits using upselling. Upselling is one of the greatest techniques to add more products to your cart and increase your average order value. That way you're going to make more profits using cross-selling and upselling techniques, all of that in this in-depth blog that you have over here. And as you can see, there's also Shopify apps, which we recommend to install to help you with the cross-selling and upselling. And as you can see, these blogs are really deep and they're full of rich information that we are doing only for you guys. So use that to your advantage because it doesn't cost you any money and it's giving you a heck of a lot of knowledge, which is worth a whole lot of money. And as you know, a lot of people are paying top dollar to learn about what you learned in this free Shopify course that we created for you guys. Here's another article on how to get and improve product images for your Shopify stores to boost your sales. And here we're going over everything that has to do with product images. And believe me, there's a lot that you can do with your product images in your store. I couldn't get into all of this in-depth information in this course because then it would have been too long. But we did go over all of the important things so that everything will be optimized in your store and so that you can already start selling while on a budget. Well guys, that's pretty much everything that I have for you regarding this Shopify course, how to get your store started, even if you have no technical skills up until this point where you already have a store running and you made it this far. If you guys have any questions about this course, about Shopify in general, about our system, or anything else that you have your mind on, let us know, let me know, and we will be more than happy to get back to you guys and let you guys know what's up. We really want to see you guys succeed. The best that we can do is offer you all of the tools that you need to go and get started. And that is exactly what we did in this course. So best of luck on your dropshipping journey. Stay connected to our blogs to learn about product finding methods and suppliers and everything about the dropshipping industry in general. And I'll see you guys in the future blogs and videos where you are going to continue learning and implementing your way to success.